What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Casper King and passport privilege? Red shirt Floyd would never need help. Yes, he would. Um, so I got two topics we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about why I chose Madrid, Spain, over another week in Portugal, and why I like high interest over good looking women and why I need help. We'll start with why I need help first. So it's 11 o'clock at night and I was just drinking coffee. I just went and watched a soccer game with some chicks and I wasted my time. Because I had a Brazilian chick. So your boy got action twice here in Lisbon in 1 week, which is good. Um, I had a Brazilian chick say, "Hey, you can come wash your clothes at my crib," and I'm like, "Oh, but I gotta go watch a soccer game." Man, an hour into that soccer game, I was like, I should have went to that girl's house to wash clothes, and she got mad. She deleted her messages because I didn't respond, so I guess she mad. That's fine. I don't give a shit. But we I'm gonna combine two with one. We are going to Madrid, Spain. Why? Because I had two options. See, it's $500 a week for this shithole that I'm staying in, right? And it's really like 540. Or I could have paid like, this, I love this city. I love it. I love it a lot. Like I really have enjoyed myself. Top 5 cities in the world. It's been my top 5. But I could have stayed here another week for $500, right? $540 and stayed in a shithole that I'm afraid to bring women back home to. If I want to stay somewhere nice, it's literally gonna be like $700-800 a week. Even if I go on the other side of the river that's outside of the tourist zone, the locals that have been here their entire lives were telling me like, yeah, it's just overpriced. They were saying Portugal is cheap, but the housing is overpriced, which I would agree. Even outside the tourist zone, I'm like, man, it's cheap here, but this housing will make it feel like it's not cheap. So I had two options. I could either stay here another week and pay that 500, and I started thinking, I did put up a community post where I was gonna jump to 7 different European countries while I was out here, right? So I started looking up how much would it cost to go by bus or train to the nearby country, the nearby capital, which is Madrid, tomorrow. Said $30 by bus. Even by bus, it was as cheap as 15, but I couldn't bring my suitcase with me. It said I could only bring hand luggage and like a carry-on, but I have a check bag. So I was like, okay, so I doubled up the price. It said 30 euros, which is like $32 or something like that. I could bring all my stuff. So I'm like, okay, we'll do that. If I wanted to ride a train, it'd be like 50 euros, but which is good because I can get there faster than a bus, but I would have to wait until Tuesday to leave. And if I'm paying $70 a night to stay in a complete fucking shithole, because that's the best way to reference this place that I'm staying at, that's 140. The flight is only $100. So I'm like, am I really saving money? Because it's 140 plus 50, that's 200. I might as well fly by plane, or I could catch a bus for $30. So I went ahead and got the bus ticket. $30, 30 euros, which is like I said, is like $32. I leave tomorrow. That's already paid for. I leave tomorrow. And then the Airbnb I haven't booked yet. I was like, I'm either gonna book that tonight or I'm gonna book it while I'm on the way there. But the Airbnb is literally just about the same price, but I get a nicer setting in Madrid. Right? So I get more bang for my buck in Madrid than I do in Lisbon for the same price. So it was kind of a no-brainer. Like I can go to Madrid where I can stay somewhere where I'm excited to bring a chick back to, or I can stay here where I have to make an explanation every time I bring a chick back. So I love it here, but I was like, yeah, financially it makes more sense. Why not go somewhere if it's the same price? Why not go somewhere where I can have a completely new experience? Like my experience in Madrid will be new. It'd just be another week here in Lisbon. Yeah, I'll be able to see more, but it'd just be another day, another week. So Christopher Trace says, why don't you just loan yourself out to rich women for money? Thank you for the $5 super chat. I would do that. So you guys want to see where I'm staying at? This is the place that I call a shithole. So imagine first of all, this is it. So it looks nothing like the photos. The photos look like, first of all, the photos was a queen size bed. What they put in here was 3 twin size beds. I don't even know why this shit is right here. And I guess they called us a queen because they stuck 2 twins together. And then you have a shower right here. The entire bathroom gets wet because it's a piece of shit. So, and then you got a toilet that looks like it was made in 1912. So, that's what you get for $500 in Lisbon. Like I told you guys, if you guys want to stay somewhere nice, no, it's a window here. It's definitely a window. If you guys want to stay somewhere nice, it's gonna be like $700. Europe, no, that's not true. Because I stayed in Romania and Poland as well. And a queen size bed was a queen size bed. It wasn't 2 fucking twins put together. So you really got to have money ready to spend if you guys are going to stay in Western Europe. Eastern Europe, it wasn't like this. Like, actually, it kind of was. Because when Floyd and I stayed in Warsaw, it was $100 a night for a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, but that came with a washer and a dryer and a balcony and a nice kitchen and two queen size. It was worth it. I guess that'd be $50 a night if you split that in half. So uh, there you go. Now you can get a real queen size bed, or at least something that'll look like. At least they'll have a queen size comforter on top. It's not look. The shit's not even matching, so it doesn't even look like it's a queen. At least when I was in Romania and Poland, I recall it being a regular queen size bed, but if it was, at least it was a fucking comforter. Like this looks like, yeah. So it's just bullshit, is what I'm saying. So anyway, um, the thing is, you guys, we're gonna jump week by week. So we're gonna go to Madrid tomorrow. Then we're gonna go to Paris. Then we're gonna go to Brussels. Then we're gonna go to Amsterdam. Then we're gonna go to Berlin, and then we'll go to Eastern. Maybe we'll go to Austria after that, right? Or whatever. We'll decide it when it gets closer to that. So I need my subscribers' help, and I'm gonna make a promise to you guys. The Cash App is $, and I'm so serious. I don't, usually I just say hit the Cash App. I'm just saying they hit the Cash App, but I'm serious this time. I'm on my Floyd shit today. If you guys really want me to do, because here's the thing: if I'm jumping places from week to week, I'm not gonna have time to edit the videos. Like, there's no way I can actually, enjoy and date and edit and do IRL. So what I'll do is, we'll do what we did in Lima. You guys remember I was in Lima for 3 weeks. I was in Lima for 3 weeks, and I think I was in Lima for 22 days, which is like a day over 3 weeks. I think I did literally like 15 or 17 days of live stream. Like, I was damn near live for like 7 hours every day. So if you guys want to see Europe, we need $500 a week in cash apps, and I will go live 4 times a day. And take you guys with me the entire time. So the reason I asked this is because you guys have done it before without me asking. I didn't ask you guys to do that in Lima. I just felt like going live in Lima, and it just was like, oh shit, like people are dropping donations a lot. Same thing in the United States. Yes, your boy is begging, and I don't give a fuck because y'all have done it. But let's get into the topic of today's video. No, there's no watch on my wrist. So, the topic of today's video, besides that, was I would rather have high interest women than a 9 or a 10. I want to talk to all the guys that are, because people, y'all worried. I cannot believe how much people are worried about who I'm having sex with and what women. I can't believe it. Right? So there's been a number of guys like, Austin, you should have the best looking women in the city. You should have a 9 or a 10. Now, during my travels, I have smashed plenty of 9s and 10s. Right? I've had plenty of 9s and 10s. Especially if you guys know me personally. I've seen them in my group chat. I've had some decent looking women that I've dealt with since I've been gone. But to only go with 9s and 10s, here's what comes with it. Number one, if your goal is to have high volumes, let me. We got a cash app. Tez, thank you for the $5 cash app. So if your goal is to have high volume amount of women that you're sleeping with, if you're only going after nines and tens, hang that shit up. Unless if you're Chris Brown or somebody else, that's unrealistic. And no, 100,000 subscribers does not mean you get nines and tens. You get better looking chicks than the average guy, yeah. But the billionaires also want the nines and tens. So 100,000 subscribers don't even correlate to income. Okay. And hell, even the girl will go for a guy that's worth 50 million before she goes just because you got 100,000 subs, right? So, in my time, I've dealt with plenty of sevens and eights, cute chicks and pretty chicks, that have been like crazy about Austin, right? I would rather have a chick that is cute than a chick that's bad. Because let me tell you something, all you're doing is kissing her ass, right? If she's a nine or a 10, if she's a nine or a 10, and you are, because there's some dudes in my comments is like, just work a little harder to get the better chicks. Fuck you. Work harder? So let's get this straight. I gotta work on myself, improve my status, improve my income, improve my fitness, and then beg a bitch to like me just because she's pretty. Or I can work on my income, work on my status, work on my body, and approach a chick that can see that I've worked on myself and it's like I did something for it. Like, why would I work on myself? If I was gonna beg a bitch to text me back and to call me, I would have just stayed broke, even though I'm begging. But you get what I'm saying? I would have stayed broke and I would have stayed skinny and the regular barber Austin Holloman with no status, right? I would have just done that. So why work on myself to deal with chicks that I still got to prove myself to? When there's 1,000 chicks that I can speak to, and they're like, "Oh, like, do you want to speak? Do you want to improve yourself, and then speak to a chick, and she's like, oh shit, he's talking to me, or do you want to improve yourself and speak to a chick, and she's like, it's a fucking no brainer. Why deal with a mild to a low interest chick when there's plenty of chicks that'll be telling you all about that'll be telling her friends all about you? It doesn't make sense. So I'm not getting uh I can just basically what I can do is people that say shit like that, I can tell you I don't get no pussy. So it's good that you guys, in my opinion, if you guys want to take my dating advice, if you want to be able to focus on your purpose, get a chick that's high interest. How can you focus on your purpose and you constantly chasing behind a woman? You're not going to convince me that you can focus on your consultation business or building your barber shop. And you're trying your hardest to date a nine that pretends like you don't exist. So no reservations in I. We're just, which is Delane Isaac. We were just talking about how, if you have, you guys noticed how all the billionaires, you wouldn't even look twice at their wife. You notice that? Like, you know, Valuetainment. You know, Patrick Bet David, right? Have you seen his wife? She's not. She's not like she. You would think, oh, when I become Patrick Bet David, he's worth 500 million. That he would just have the baddest chick on the planet. No, if you ask me, he played it smart, and he didn't get an ugly girl, but he didn't get the most beautiful chick. Cause when you get the most beautiful chick, all you doing is proving yourself to that bitch for the rest of the fucking. That's all you doing is proving yourself to that bitch. Cause she has so many options. You guys notice how the baddest chicks are still single? Cause they're too. For a man that's really on his purpose, a 9 or a 10 is too much. So, and I'm saying this because I had a client. I used to cut his hair, and he was rich. The dude was making like, I think whenever I stopped cutting his hair, he's probably making like around $12 million a year. He would fly me out to cut his hair and shit like that when he would be in different states doing performances or whatever. Right? His wife was just average. Now whenever he was in my barber chair, he would show me like he was fucking with bad chicks. But those chicks were just for him to fuck. He wasn't married to those chicks. He married the chick that he didn't have to worry about. He fucks the chicks that have a lot of competition. That's why, I'm sorry, if you're like a 9 or a 10, you'll probably never get married. Unless if you just a humble 9 or 10, which is fucking, especially in 2024, is rare. Like, who is Rihanna married to? Who is Rihanna married to? Could somebody type in the chat who Rihanna is married to? Who is that? Who is she married to? Somebody put in the chat who Rihanna is married to. She's not. I didn't think so. I didn't think she was married. Yeah, she's a baby mama. That's what I thought. Right? Who's another 9 or 10 that's married? They don't get married. Bad bitches don't get married. Cause all you're gonna be doing, Beyonce's not a fucking 9 or 10. She's also a billionaire. What the fuck that got to do with anything? Rihanna's married to ASAP, or is that just her boyfriend? A boyfriend doesn't mean shit. A chick can get a boyfriend and be single the next day. If you get married, you can't be single the next day. You have to legally fucking separate. So no. I mean, look at your boy Austin Holloman. Peso Man said I was a bad bitch. That shit was funny too. He said I was a bad bitch. Look at me, I'm single. I'm not gonna get married. Peso Man said I was the bad bitch of the passport bros. Single. Austin Holloman, single. You know why? Cause a chick, I got too many options. Chick can't lock me down. I got too many options. So whenever chicks look at me, they like this first chick I smashed here in Lisbon. She told me, she's like, I'm looking for something serious, but I heard what you said, and I looked at your Instagram, and I'm just gonna fuck you tonight. That's what she told me. The bad bitch of the passport bros. That's what he hears. Now, do you think she's telling the average guy, the average looking guy that with money? No. Y'all remember Danny Flight out there in China, whenever he said no matter what country you go to, usually the nines and the tens are not cooking and cleaning like most of us say. Like, oh, we going to another country to cook and clean. I mean, to get the girls that cook and clean, right? The baddest chicks in Colombia are not washing your fucking dishes and sweeping. Now, there's more women in Colombia that will cook and clean and sweep than in Texas. Yes. Yeah, not the ones that the rich Colombians want. I learned this in Brazil. Like the Brazilian chick that I had that was cooking and cleaning, I would have gave her the when I first got on TikTok and I was bragging about Brazil, I would give her like a 7, 7.5, right? The reason I was bragging was because the 7 to 7.5 in Texas, you couldn't even get her to fucking balance her pH. So she wasn't gonna do shit. Now, I've smashed some nines and tens in Brazil. Yeah, they're not doing they didn't do all that other shit. So guess what? Whenever you are chasing the bad chicks, guess who's still gonna be texting you, hey, I was thinking about you? The seven, the eight. The seven and the eight. Those are the ones that's still gonna be talking to you. When you hear dudes say, I only deal with bad chicks, I only deal with nines and tens. You may find one, but let's be honest, bro. On average, the most beautiful women in that society are not fucking washing your dishes. Dudes that say I only deal with nines and tens, yeah, they're just fucking nines and tens. You can fuck a 9 or a 10. You can do that. But the bad chicks, on average, are not doing this shit. So that's not the point that I'm making, though. Whenever you people say, "Oh, Austin, you need to go after the baddest chicks in the city," no, I'm gonna tell you what the hell I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go after the bitches that want me. Does that mean I won't cold approach? No. But if I do cold approach, you know what I'm paying to? I'm paying to. What I'm paying attention to? I'm paying attention to responses. I'm paying attention to body language. I'm paying attention to how long it takes her to text me back. I'm paying attention to how interested. This is all how interested she's in. I don't give a fuck about this bitch being beautiful. I don't care how she. I don't. Beautiful. Listen, I done been around the world now, man. The beauty don't mean shit anymore. Now, some people like to make excuses for beautiful women. They like to say, "Oh, when it's a 9 or a 10, sometimes they might play a little hard to get." Good. That bitch can do that shit with somebody else. If I approach you and I show interest, if I approach you and I show interest and I ask you questions that are trying to see how interested you are in me without directly asking, and you don't show that interest back, guess what? You could be fucking Rihanna. Before I deal with you, I will go deal with the pretty chick, not the beautiful chick, but I'll deal with the pretty chick that's enthusiastic about meeting with me whenever I offer. So what do you like to do for fun? And like here's how some of these motherfuckers tell you. See, some of these dudes have so much life to waste that you talk to a 9 or a 10 and she's giving you one word responses, and these dudes are trying to give you, well, if she says one word response, say this back. No. If I ask her how is she doing today and all she says is good, that bitch just ended the conversation. If she is not interested enough to ask me how I'm doing back, if I continue, all I'm doing is being a fucking monkey and continuing to try to prove myself. So if the 9 or the 10 is not even interested enough or she's playing hard to get, fuck her, you know? I'd rather go deal with the 7 or the 8. And if I ask her how she's doing, she says, "Good, how are you? What's your name?" "Oh, I'm Jessica. What's your name?" I would rather have that conversation than a bitch that looks beautiful and this is not all beautiful women, but you guys just know typically the most attractive chicks respond like they're not even interested. And I'm saying that because I've had some super attractive chicks that I've slept with, and I had to fucking prove myself. They were interested, but they didn't want to act like it. I'm wasting my time. Ishmael says Portugal sucks. I'm Moroccan, being all over Europe. Go to Barcelona, Berlin, Prague, and then Copenhagen. Portugal is for retirees, and Turkey sucks too. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Yeah, one word responses mean no interest in my book. But she could be interested. But she's showing low interest in conversing with you. So why would you deal with her? Some dudes always say, Austin, why are you not with the most beautiful chicks in the city? I'm with the chicks that want to be with Austin. Now, that don't mean I'm finna hang out with no ugly chick, no. But I'll deal with the cute girl next door before I deal with the supermodel that I have to basically fucking throw my whole, like, hey, here's my resume. Look, I graduated from Harvard and I got $2 million in the bank. This is why you should suck my dick. No. You not with them because you probably in a social circle. Man, fuck that social circle and fuck her too. That's how I look at it. Give a fuck about a social circle. Fuck that social circle. I'm sick of this social circle shit. Just because you find a bitch through your friends doesn't mean she's a 9 or a 10. I'm sick of motherfuckers selling that dream. Oh, the best women are through social circle. Bullshit. Just because you met her through a friend doesn't mean she's the best chick. You can meet a 9 or a 10 at the fucking grocery store. Or walking down the street. Since when did 9s and 10s only become available to see with the naked eye when they're with their friends or when you're introduced? These bitches don't leave the house or something? Hell, I've had some chicks that was introduced to me through a social circle, and they were just regular chicks. It didn't make them beautiful. It didn't make them traditional. It didn't make them have high interest. I don't give a fuck if it's your best friend, your homeboy that you've known since 3rd grade. If just because he puts in a word for you doesn't mean that the chick's gonna be interested. Like, she could like a dude with dreads. I don't have dreads. No matter how much he talked me up, just because he talks me up doesn't mean that. Like, what's up with this social circle shit? So, let's see if we got any cash app, you guys. Let's see if we got any cash apps. Guys, we need $500 to go to Madrid, Spain. You guys, you know what? I don't know what makes you guys donate. I don't know what makes you guys donate. But whenever I don't expect you guys to donate, you guys donate. You guys donate when I don't need help. Like when I was in the United States, staying at my mom's house and staying at my dad's house for those 3 weeks, pretty much the only thing I was paying for was food and gas. I was getting a lot of donations. Then I go to Sao Paulo, Manaus, and now I'm in Europe. And I could do a fundraiser. You guys don't know? I'm like, I don't get it. So now, it's never worth chasing a low interest chick. I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell you what, when I go on dates with chicks that are sevens and eights that actually are interested, I have a way better date than when I go on dates with chicks that are trophies that are like eight, well, not eights, but that are like nines and tens. And she just, she like, I'm not even enjoying the date because this bitch don't even want to be here. You know why she don't want to be here? Because I'm not doing backflips for her. Because people keep leaving this social circle shit. Social circle doesn't mean a goddamn thing. Because I had a really good social circle in Nairobi, Kenya with Troy. Troy. And even sometimes I would turn people on to women through the social circle because we were friends. Right? And just because Troy is my friend and we're in a social circle doesn't mean the chicks he was interested, they were obviously attractive enough for me to fuck with them. But that doesn't mean they were the best chicks in that society. I just got introduced to them. It was probably easier to meet them. Ishmael, you said you serious Madrid over Barcelona? What a waste of time. Uh, People said I was wasting my time by coming to Portugal. And I'm gonna tell you, Portugal was one of my most favorite cities in the world. Martin says, get outside and enjoy Portugal and Spain. We will do that for Spain tomorrow. I get out tomorrow night. I was just out watching a soccer game, and I was just out watching the soccer game, and I took my selfie stick with me. I took my battery pack with me. I was gonna do a live stream there. I was there for about 3 or 4 hours. I was gonna do a live stream. They said I couldn't come in with a fucking selfie stick. So I couldn't go to an outdoor event to watch a soccer game with a fucking selfie stick. Terrence Mack sent $10 from T Mac just donating to support your journey. Thank you very much. Some people think I make a lot of money off these. You guys, I don't make as much money as you guys think off these YouTube videos. I really don't. Especially when I do lives on my phone. When I'm out now, I can get paid for this video because there's no music playing. But whenever I'm walking around the street and I walk past a bar for 5 seconds and they're playing music, demonetized. I'm going to the club to show you guys. That video is not monetized. Like, I make money off of videos whenever I sit down and I pre-record them, or if I do a vlog and I can control the audio. And then even then, those videos have to be a hit for them to make money. Was that 7,000? The first vlog, the first yeah, the first IRL stream that I did here in Portugal, they got 70,000 views. Yeah, I didn't make shit off that. Whatever y'all sent in super chats and cash apps was all I made for that day, off of YouTube. But that video, it's not only demonetized, it says blocked in certain countries. Somebody said, Austin, how can you have so many subs in your Patreon and not be lit? Because I don't deal with prostitutes. That's why. These dudes that have a lit Patreon are dealing with prostitutes. You ever notice how everybody that's like, oh, like we make a lot of money off Patreon? Yeah, they're all pay for play. I don't even need to say any names, and I'm not even talking about one person. There's multiple dudes that have a lit Patreon and they pay for prostitutes. I don't do that. It's easy to have daily Patreon content about women whenever you're just paying for prostitutes. I could put up 7 videos a day on Patreon. So, don't share any more photos in your friends group. Who is my friend? So, you guys, like I've told you guys before, go with the chicks. You know what I'm talking about. Somebody posted a private photo. Oh, I saw that. You know what's funny? I thought about it, right? That person, which I don't give a fuck, right? Like the photo that they posted of this girl. Like whenever I saw that photo, I was thinking, why did they post that photo? Like they posted, first of all, they posted a photo of an attractive woman and said, Austin smashed her. So does that make, I'm confused. Do I look bad? So you posted that's the equivalent to you posting, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You post an attractive chick and say, hey, Austin slept with her. So, okay. I don't get it. I'm figuring out, why did we put this picture of this chick up here? Ishmael says, going to Portugal is like going to Nebraska in the USA. And going to Madrid is like going to Washington over Miami. It's Barcelona, it's crazy, but do you? Yeah, Barcelona is also protesting. That girl wanted to keep the relationship on private, but now she's posting on YouTube. I don't even talk to that girl. We don't have a relationship. That's a reason why I was confused why that photo was put up. Like that was the equivalent of, hey, Austin lost his virginity to this girl. Look. Okay, that was 10 years ago. What am I gonna get banned off of YouTube because of that? Like what? I'm trying to figure out what L I took by that photo being put up. Yeah, Barcelona has a problem with tourists. I seen a story where they said that they had a protest and they walked up on some people at a restaurant and they just started spraying them with water guns and throwing canned soda at them. Yeah, I don't want to be in that situation. So I'd rather go to the less touristy destination. Disagreeable sent photos for responding direct and honestly. Thank you for the $5 cash app. And then this same person, like, all they do is talk shit about people on YouTube. I said this before. All they do is talk shit about people on YouTube. Like, that's all they do is talk shit about people. Yes, I have my ticket already. All they do is talk shit about people. But then they state, I'm not doing this for the money or the clout. Okay, so you just talk shit about people just to talk shit. Like, O'Shea is a gossiper, right? And I'm not saying that's negative. Like he's said that himself. He runs a gossip channel. He also makes good money running that gossip channel. So it makes sense. But imagine talking shit for free and saying you don't care about the clout. So what's the point? But you guys notice I don't bring that stuff up unless if y'all bring it up. Like I wasn't talking about that until Anonymous brought it up. Otherwise, I'm not. I haven't thought about that shit since I saw it. Like I don't give a damn. Keep Africa passport, bro. Free. We not gonna worry about her. She got a crush on me. She talks shit for free, but what she gets out of it is an orgasm. That's what she gets out of it. So, you guys, we're headed to Spain tomorrow. I'm gonna do a first day in Spain IRL stream. I'll be in Spain a week. I'll try to do 4 IRL streams. I'm promising you no less than 3, but I'll do 4. All I ask is for you guys to hit the Cash App so we can, because after Spain, we're going to go to Paris, France. And then we're going to go to Brussels. Like B-Dub said, spirit don't fly there. And people are telling me to go to other cities in Europe. Listen, Europe is only warm for 3 months. I can't go to Lisbon, then Porto. What is the other one? Then Algarves. And then I can't do Barcelona, Madrid. Then I can't do, I can only do 1 city per country. Because it's not, if you guys will, either you guys can see me hit a bunch of cities in 1 country, or I can hit a bunch of countries. Give us your thoughts on the Zoom to Thailand versus the passport Pookie situation. Thank you for the $10 super chat from Think Like the 1%. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed. I don't really talk about other people on my channel. like my channel is pretty much an organic what Austin is doing or what this city is about, or I don't really do reaction videos. Like, I think my entire career I've done less than 20 reaction videos, and I have 1,700 videos on my channel, and probably 20 of them are reaction videos. Like, I really don't care about what other people are doing. I don't. Now, did I reach out to Zoom in Thailand? Yes. I reached out to him to make sure he was all right. I don't know the other guy. But me getting online doing a razor raise style, look at what happened, look at what happened. I don't give a shit. Zoom to Thailand is fine. He's not hurt. Tom is funny. He talks shit about you too. I seen him talk about me. I haven't watched his videos since I was in. I don't think I've watched his videos in like 18 months. Like, it's been a while since I watched him. But I seen he was talking shit about me, but he took too long to get to the point. Like, he did a video about me, but he just kept repeating the same stuff. And I'm like, when is the funny part gonna come up? Like, he's just circling around it. See, that's why I used to like Peso Man. Peso Man, when he talks shit, he would come. The first thing, he would start off a video with his little beats at the beginning. And he would say, Austin Holloman is a fraud. That would be the first thing he say in a video. So it was funny. But that other guy, they got into it with Zuna Thailand. Like, you'll turn his video off because he doesn't get to the, like, I want you guys to talk shit about me. I think it's funny. I like it. It's funny to me. Like, it's the same way how it's entertainment for everybody else is entertainment for me. But you got to get to the point. So, LTTV talks smack too. Yeah, he's funny. I like his videos more about Floyd than me, though. The ones he have about me is kind of funny, but the one that he has about Floyd are fucking hilarious. Because the way how he chops up the videos makes Floyd look like crazy. Joe Gold, I've heard of Rumble. Trust me, I'm not new to social media. I've heard of Rumble. So, you guys, we've had a lot of people watching to say, you know what's funny? Yesterday I was live walking around the city of Lisbon, Portugal, and I had 178 people watching. Right now I'm sitting in a windowsill smoking a cigar out the window. And we got 484 people watching. It's crazy. I don't be knowing what y'all want. Can somebody leave in the chat, what do y'all want? The title's not clickbait. I do need help. I need y'all to send me a cash app, for real. I need y'all to cash app me, for real. You more at ease now. You talking at us and not distracted by somebody. The collab yesterday fell flat. Yeah, yesterday when we collabed, it was kind of like distracted, and I was more so letting him run the show than me. You guys had no chemistry. I think it's because he didn't drink. I disagree. Because Jason doesn't drink. But I think that on camera, off camera, we were cool. Off camera, we were cool. But I think on camera, the stuff that I'm willing to say on camera, he isn't willing to. Like when you guys brought up cold approach, you guys noticed how he was silent. And he told me why off camera. But the thing is, I'm not silent about that. So it came off like we were kind of like not on the same time, even though I think we are, but well, I don't know yet. I just met him yesterday, but you know, he's a cool dude though. Think like the 1% says, what's the status on you guys doing that show in the DR? They reached out to me the other day, but I'm not really sweating it. Thank you for the super chat. But I mean, now we are in the chat, just sitting in the windowsill smoking. 500 people almost watching. So I'm gonna tell you guys about this chick that I met. I went to the gym today. I've been going to the gym every day and the reason I'm going every day, I usually go every other day, but I'm going every day now because I'm seeing results, a lot of results. Like even when I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, damn, I'm growing. And I'm not eating more. I'm actually eating less, but I'm just seeing. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm getting older. Time is just passing by, but I'm seeing more results. And I left the gym and I had people walking up to me like, oh, excuse me, can I tell you something? Your body is just perfect. I'm like, yeah, I knew I wasn't tripping. I'm seeing results. So I seen these three white chicks. They were obviously tourists. They were walking past, and I seen them. I seen one of them speak to the other one. She looked at me. That's why I got a hawk eyes, cause I don't miss this shit. And so whenever I see chicks talking, I watch them. Javon sent $7 for use public transit in each city to save money. I would agree. Thank you for the cash app. So I seen them gossiping, and so I watched them, cause I'm like, yeah. Whenever she look over here again, I'ma speak. So I did the wave, and then she told her friends like, "Oh shit, look, he waved at me." Like this, they're doing this from a distance. I can just tell. So she looked back and she waved again, and turned around. So I was watching her still, because if she was gonna turn around, I was gonna say, "Come here." But she took too long, so I looked away, and then I looked back, and she had just turned back around, as if she had looked back again. So I said, "Okay, I didn't have nothing to do. So I was like, let me just walk in that direction." So I walked in that direction, and like 3 or 4 minutes later, I bumped into her. And I was like, oh, it's you again. So I talked to her for a second, got her number. I did the hand hold test. She held my hand for 1 or 2 seconds, and she let it go. I was like, ah. I hung out with her at the game. It was a complete waste of time. Now she seemed high interest, but that's why I tell you guys I always do that little thing where when I greet myself, I'll shake their hand and I'll try to not let go. And if they pull back, I know this shit ain't going nowhere. If they hold my hand, usually it goes somewhere. She pulled back. I wouldn't hung out with her anyway. I went against my own word and I paid for it. So, two forward, yeah, you can keep your advice, NBA baller. I'm sorry, I've had way too much success around the world. I don't even need your advice. I didn't ask for it. I like to save time. See, you were who I was talking about at the beginning of the live stream, where I said you guys will talk to a 9 or a 10, and y'all will be like, well, she's giving me one word responses, but my game is good, so let me keep trying. Let me do a backflip and see if that make her want to kiss me. That's who you are, not me. The handshake trick never fails. If I want to find out how interested a chick is, all I do is break the touch barrier and I see how she reacts. If I try to hold her hand, if I try to put my arm around her waist, if she resists either one of those, that tells you all you need to know. This shit's not rocket science. Come on with a $20 says things are going to be expensive in Paris because of the Olympics. Then maybe we'll go to a different country and then go to Paris. What if she's shy and pulls away though? Trust me, I've fucked way more women than you. I know what I'm talking about. I don't need your advice. I don't need what if scenarios or nothing. I don't need none of that. I've done this shit too many times. At this point, you guys giving me this advice is like telling me how to smoke a cigar. I don't need you to tell me how. Done this shit too many times. But back to me not talking about my channel, you guys notice I don't talk about people. Right? Even Donald Trump just got shot yesterday. Has nothing to do with my channel. I saw it. People been asking me like, what you think? What you think? I don't know. Don't matter to me. Donald Trump got shot. I'm not over there. Now, if I was in the States, maybe so. Now, I would do a video about it. And I would be like, hey, if you guys have not left the United States, maybe you ought to consider it. Look at what just happened to Donald Trump. Donald Trump got shot. If Donald Trump ever gets taken out, oh, the United States won't be a safe. I mean, you got to look at it like this. Those Trump supporters are already dangerous. Like, they ride for him hard without him being hurt. I know if he would have got hit in the head by that bullet, shit would be hitting the fan in the States right now. Now, I would do a live stream about that. Like, hey, you guys do need to get a residency permit. You never know what's going to happen over there. But Donald Trump getting shot, I saw that. I talked about it for about 30 minutes, and I forgot about it. It's not my problem. That's Donald Trump's problem. Not my problem. Not my problem. My problem is these cash apps. Now, in private, I talked about it. But publicly, I'm not going to talk about that shit. Not my problem. Let's see how many cash apps we got, you guys. Let's see. Let's see. We got $45 in cash apps. We got 12 hours in Madrid, Spain. The help I need is with cash apps. Yep. I'm e-begging. Typical black American. Broken dusty. Oh, if I want cash apps, get my mom's on here, that works. I'm always honest. That's why I don't mind asking for cash apps. I'm not deceiving y'all. Some people ask y'all for cash apps and don't even use them. At least when I ask y'all for cash apps, if I say, hey, I need money for the flight or the Airbnb, I will book that shit on the live stream. Like, you know where them cash apps going. Other people don't do that. How much do I need? I need everybody to cash app $1. Yeah, some people provide cash apps. They want cash apps and don't provide content. Yeah. Gotta provide content. Get a Venmo, brother. Huge fan from Nairobi, living in Madison, Wisconsin. I think I do have Venmo, but I don't know what it is. Cliff Gadget Guy. Thank you for the $10 super chat. If I do have, I believe I know I have Venmo because I remember I signed up at one point, but I don't even have the app. Look up Austin Holloman at Gmail. John Cole, thank you for the $10 cash app. I love you guys that, you know, when we go to Spain, I'm gonna tell you what, I stopped the NoFap. I watched an adult video. This guy was smashing a Spanish chick, not a Latina, an actual Spanish from Spain. And I said, man, I hope that's what it looks like when I get over there. This is worth breaking the NoFap. Now, why did I break the NoFap? Because, you know, your boy got some action, but I just wasn't satisfied. So I had to do it myself. I had to break the NoFap. I had to do it myself, you guys. I don't know what her name was. I don't be looking at their name. Cause I don't even like watching that shit. That shit is it's not good for your mind. It's really not good for your mind. But like I'm like, she didn't do her job. Brian Summers sent $1 for love what you do, bro. Thank you for the super chat. I mean the cash app. But I will tell you guys this. I do have some backlogged vlogs from Manaus, even Sao Paulo. And I have some backlog vlogs from here, one, that need to be uploaded. So when I'm traveling tomorrow, I'll do it. Yeah, I've heard in Spain they have a lot of pay for play. Y'all send a cash app for that too. We got 382 people in the chat watching. If everybody sends $1, we'll hit the goal. Everybody got $1. Honestly, I don't even need to do vlogs to get cash apps. Big Boss Real Talk sent $50 to support a young king. Thank you for the $50 super chat. You know what, Big Boss? I think you sent me that because we brought up that pay for play. Nah, I'm just messing with you. But I don't even need to do vlogs because I can put my DJ out on this tripod and tell y'all that black men ain't loved everywhere the way how y'all think. And super chats and cash apps come in. That's me sitting on the couch talking. But whenever I get out and I walk around the street and talk to women, and y'all send less cash apps when I do that. Who not broke, Anonymous? Who was that person talking about? Harrison sent $1. Omni Soaza sent $1 for pay for play contribution. Strictly travel. Thank you very much for that pay for play contribution. Coogee and Dad sent $20 for I know you might tell me to go to hell, but smoking comes with back to haunt you eventually. We're going to rock with you either way. Thank you so much. I'm just saying it because we care about you, brothers. Just taking into consideration. Thank you. Now, I want you to know this. Thank you for the super chat, first of all. When I was in Manaus, they didn't really have cigars. So, I wasn't really smoking or drinking when I was in Manaus. I drank and smoked the first day I got there. And I think I drank 3 other days. Majik sent $2 for cheap cigar. Thank you very much. I think I drank 3 other days and then I smoked 2 other days because they wanted like $25 a cigar. So it was like, here's what y'all don't understand. I love cigars. I don't need them. I love them. Don't need them. Cigars aren't as expensive as y'all think. You guys, you can literally, like somebody just sent me a $2 cash out for a cheap cigar. You can literally smoke a cigar for $2 if you're in the right city. In Manaus, they just was overpricing them and they didn't even take care of them. Now those cigars will put you in the hospital. Those Manaus cigars are no good. So that's what you guys gotta understand. I'm gonna get up at like 7:30, 8 in the morning. I'm not gonna sleep too much. I don't really have any bags to pack because when I travel places for 7 to 10 days, I don't ever unpack my bag. I just pull out the clothes out the suitcase as needed. It's no point. Now, when I was in Sao Paulo, I took everything out of my suitcase because I was there for 5 weeks. 5 weeks, I'll unpack my bag. But you guys, after Europe, we sitting down somewhere, man. I'm tired of resetting. Brandon sent $1 for pitching in for some paella in Spain. Paella, or whatever that word just said, paella. Thank you for the cash out. Let's see how much we got now, you guys. Let's see. $9, yes. Guys, we need about $400 more. You wanna know what's funny? I don't know how or what I do to get you guys this, but I've had certain days, guys, like Floyd now, we got $3,000 in cash apps, one live stream. We were stuck in Poland. We were like, we need to get to Argentina. In 4 hours, you guys cash app $3,000. I couldn't believe it. I was like, whoa. whenever I was in Peru, and I told you guys about how that girl tried to basically fucking kidnap me. Do you know I woke up to a $400 cash app? And the guy was basically saying, get another Airbnb. Or I don't know why he sent that money. But yeah. Maybe we should just start our OnlyFans. I won't have to beg anymore. Sympathy cash apps. You know what it is though? The reason we're asking for cash apps is because your boy come on sent $5 for I gave up cash apps years ago. Salute our only friend. Thank you for the cash app, for the super chat. The reason I gave up cash apps is because Wesley knows I started a Roth IRA, put the money in there, and I'm like, shit, that money I had, could have had it in my account, but gotta have some money that's gonna sit aside and you can't do nothing with it. So we gotta wait until next week till we get paid again. But it's not next week yet. But yeah, where's the nose? Where's the nose? Are you still pursuing residency in Paraguay? Andrew J. Thomas sent $50 for salute. Thank you very much. Salute to you as well. That means we are at 159. Guys, we are almost there. Did I hear about Mentuition channel getting banned? No, I didn't know about that. Did it? Can somebody confirm that? So I'm gonna tell you guys what my new day job is. Outside of YouTube, what I'm doing is I know a lawyer that I met, or I guess he's a lawyer, right? But he has a business, an immigration business, let's say in Paraguay, right? And in Paraguay, and he helps people invest in other countries because it's easy to get scammed investing in these other countries. Andrew, thank you for the dollar super chat. He does. He helps people like you guys watching invest in other countries safely, where you won't get scammed. You go with the most. You guys go with the most valid real estate agents or owners. You know, it's gonna be the same because it's not uncommon in Africa or Latin America to buy some land that wasn't really for sale, and then a year later you got to give it up to the real owner, and you just had $100,000 or $50,000 or whatever it is. So he helps guys do that, and obviously I'm the guy that has the I'm the guy that has the attention on YouTube, so I have the exposure, which all businesses need exposure. Like if your business is not exposed, it's not making any money. So I'm the Facebook ad, right? I'm the guy that shows, right? So we're putting together a coaching and like a get to know this city service. For example, you guys know I have a huge social circle in Nairobi, Kenya. I know Troy, who's a great entertainer who knows all the women, well, just about all the women, but you know, he knows how to set up the events, all the women. And I have this immigration lawyer. And so I sent an email out to everybody that is on my email list. Got about, 2,100 people on my email list. I sent an email out and I said, hey, if you guys are looking for coaching, I partnered with this person, this person, this person. Fill out this form. We can schedule a call. I'm gonna see what you guys want. What do you like? Are you looking? Do you need coaching on dating abroad? Do you need coaching on investing abroad? Do you need coaching, not coaching, but do you need help with immigration? If so, We're going to jot down your needs. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? What's your time frame? And we will, please don't bring the West in Nairobi. It's already, that I didn't do that. It's already there. So we will, I will go back and I'll say, hey, this person said they need this, and then we'll come back with a plan for you. For example, if you guys say, hey, Austin, I like your Nairobi videos. I want to move to Nairobi. Then I say, okay, what day you want to come? Okay, when you get here, I'm going to set this up for you. I'm going to have this set up, this set up. We'll have this event. We'll bring this many girls. It's a 12-month program. It's a 12-month program. So like this what I'm describing probably happens in a week or so. But for 12 months, you guys will be able to have me and this other team of people coach you on things, because I've done this stuff. Because for some of you guys, going abroad is not the solution. Like some of you guys, I've said this before many times, going abroad is easier. But we'll have a landing. I have a guy creating a landing page on my website for this, but it's taking a while because we're switching websites. But he's creating a landing page for it, and whenever the landing page is done, it'll fully describe more than I can do right now, because it's definitely not for everyone. Yeah, it makes it easier going abroad, but for the guys that have, like, some guys do need coaching, right? Some guys, you have the finances. Like, for example, and don't take this the wrong way, some of you guys are software engineers that make 400 grand a year. And most women would classify you as a geek in the States and abroad. And honestly, you don't want to move that way, because there are a lot of vultures in these other countries that know you're vulnerable. So we will, and it's a community too, it'll be a community of us. We will coach you, tell you what you need to do, everything you need to do about, but it'll be on the landing page, because I can't really, I'll be able to go, because I could forget some things now. But on the landing page, we won't forget anything, because it's marketing. Everything has to be on there that you're going to have. But if you're on my email list, you already got the email. Some people said you will turn this into a, you would turn this Nairobi into Atlanta. No, Ghana is Atlanta in Africa. Right? But this is a high ticket item. Like, you guys can, the consultation will be free, or I might make it $5, because the first person that booked was a troll. The second person and the third person are not trolls. But this is not for everybody. Like, this is not for the money. Like, I mean, obviously you got to pay for it, but everybody can't, this service is not going to be for everybody. And it's a high ticket service too, right? It's not cheap. It's not going to be cheap. Like, this shit doesn't even sound cheap. I'm not going to help you immigrate somewhere for $50. Not for $500 either. Not for $1,000. It's going to be more than that. But it is spread out over 12 months. So this is not for everybody. But if you say white dudes get all the girls, what's the point for us Asians and non-white dudes? I'm not white either. But I will tell you guys this. The places that I promote are places that black men have the chance the most for dating and living abroad. Like Nairobi is a place that Nairobi, Tanzania, even Senegal, I could see, are places that I personally would recommend black men date at. And this is not exclusively to black men, of course. Brazil is a place. I just wouldn't recommend every city in Brazil, but it depends on what you want. Like, if you don't mind dating white girls, go to Sao Paulo. If you like black girls, I wouldn't say go to Sao Paulo. You guys seen that. I wouldn't say go to Colombia. I would not tell you not to go to Colombia because I've had success in all these places. I just judge which ones were better than others because I'm done. I started off, Austin Holloman started off comparing the United States to Brazil. Okay, I've been to way too many countries to still compare shit. I don't, you guys notice I don't compare shit to the States anymore. I don't compare shit to the States. I compare other countries with other countries and other cities with other cities from that country or from other countries around the world. I'm over to the USA. We're way past that. Usually the dudes that still talk about the States haven't been to as many countries as I'm like dudes that go to 20 plus countries don't even talk about the States anymore. You know what I mean? So for people that are serious about moving abroad, finding a wife abroad, or even if you just want to have a good time, living abroad, retiring abroad, this will be a service for them. And once the service is ready and we have our first 2 or 3 clients, I'm turning my monetization off on YouTube completely. Like, I won't be monetizing my videos anymore once I start doing that. Because this service will be my new job. YouTube will just be my, well, I'm gonna do this forever. At least I think, right? Because I enjoy talking with you guys. Are we talking $12,000 or something? It could depend. It depends. It depends on what you want. I can't tell you. It depends on what you're looking for. Like, if you're looking for how do I invest 800 grand in a property in Nairobi, I'm not gonna charge you the same amount as somebody that says, can you coach me on how to vet different women in this city? Like, those two aren't the same. Jay Young says, why can't you do both? I don't want, the thing is, the reason I would turn my monetization off on YouTube is because I'm a type of guy, I put myself in situations where I have to make shit work. Right? So whenever I left the States, yeah, you're right, Anonymous. I do need to market to white men. White men are more likely to pay for that than black men. You are absolutely correct. For example, I mean, everybody has haters, but look at the haters that we have in my chat versus Casey's chat. Like, Casey has 5,000, 6,000 subs, I think. He makes more than me. And his videos are not monetized. So we whenever I left the States, I got rid of my barbershop, I got rid of my apartment, I got rid of everything basically. So when I moved to Brazil, it put me in the mind state of this shit has to work because I can't go back. Like, if I go back to Texas, I had to start from square one again. Right? So people start doing this coaching service with me. Then I turn off my monetization. Then it's like, okay, well, if none of my videos are if I'm making $0 a month from YouTube, I have to make it work. And that's pretty much how I've been my entire life. Same thing when I was in college. I was going to college, which I wasn't gonna do that shit anyway. But I dropped out of college. And I told my dad, hey, I need to stay with you for a year. It only turned out to be 10 months, but a year. I'm gonna go to barber school. That shit had to work. Because I told my dad a year. I just dropped out of college. I have nothing. So I had, and guess what? It worked. People always ask me, like, what's your plan B? I don't do plan Bs. My mindset is this shit needs to work. So, yes, that's why once I get this service up and running, I'm gonna turn off my monetization on YouTube. And the good benefit is these trolls that are like, oh, you bitch, you can't say I'm begging for shit. Thank you, Shango. Yeah, it has to work. So that's what I did with my YouTube. That's honestly that's why you guys see me upload. I upload 2 videos a day now on YouTube, but you guys see me upload on YouTube daily. You guys see me upload on YouTube daily because I'm still always in the mindset of I don't have a plan B. YouTube is not really so you're really doing this without a plan, living on edge. Yeah, I find whenever I plan, most people that plan for life don't succeed. Let's be honest, right? Like entrepreneurs don't have guaranteed success, nor do people with jobs. People with jobs don't have guaranteed success. That's why all the Twitter employees got fired. That shit wasn't guaranteed. Nothing is what people need. Nothing is guaranteed ever. Everything has to be maintained. Relationships are not guaranteed. Marriages are not guaranteed. Your fucking phone battery's not guaranteed. People always say, go to college. Go join the military. Motherfucker, we got veterans sleeping in tents. That shit must not be that guaranteed. You mean to tell me he fought in Vietnam and he living on the street? Frank Crump sent $25 on Cash App. Thank you very much. Try reaching out to Fashion Nova men to be a brand ambassador. I could do that. Nothing is guaranteed. That's why people say get a job. Yeah, people get fired from jobs daily, especially with AI coming out. More and more people are getting laid off. In 3 years, the entire job market will be completely different because of AI. People think that, like somebody just said, people think that uh, college is guaranteed. A lot of y'all are in college. A lot of y'all are in college, and you won't get a job. There's plenty of people with bachelor's degrees working at Starbucks and McDonald's and driving for Uber. And they're not driving for Uber part time. So your best bet is to, first of all, just stop saying that shit. Now, one job that is guaranteed, in my opinion, that I had was a barber. Maybe one day robots will replace barbers. It'll be a long time before that happens. And if you guys want me to coach you on how to build a six-figure barber business, you could sign up for that as well. I did it, and it's not that hard to do. Trust me, it's not. It's really not. Anonymous said Austin never asked for donations until he hooked up with Floyd and saw how I can defray traveling costs. Yes, that's Floyd is the reason why I started asking for donations, because Floyd and I were in Romania, and I was like, man, my funds getting kind of tight. And Floyd was like, but Austin, people support you. And I was like, man, I don't like asking, because I don't like asking for shit. I'm like, man, I don't like asking for stuff. I don't like asking. And he was like, no, just do it. They support you. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't like asking. Floyd and I did a fundraiser. We got $3,000. I said, oh shit, you were right. Dennis sent $20 for help. Thank you for the $20 cash out. Y'all sent $3,000. I was like, oh shit. Okay, you know what? My subscribers really will help me travel. E, thank you for the $10 cash app. I mean, super chat. So, after Floyd showed me that you guys love me enough to support, I said, okay, I'm still gonna put out daily content. Now, one thing that I won't do is realize, oh shit, my subscribers will support me, so let me just ask for the money, which is technically begging. Like what a beggar does is a beggar just ask and they don't give you anything. You walking into the 7-Eleven, they say, hey, let me have $1. That's begging. See, there's a difference between begging and asking for support. Donald Trump's a billionaire and people donate to his campaign. He's giving them something in return. If they believe in it, they fund it. People now, what y'all need to stop doing is begging. I mean, not begging. Y'all need to stop supporting these priests. There's some priests that are like worth like 6, 7, $800 million, and they just sell a dream. I seen this Hispanic couple, and I forgot the name of this priest, but it was like, yeah, so and so's, our son he's blind, and so and so said that The Holy Spirit will fix it. But we're gonna keep donating to Pastor so and so, and one day he'll the whole whenever God's ready and he hears our pastor's word, he'll fix it. Now, if those people will donate, I was thinking, I was like, if they'll donate to him, Floyd is right. Why won't people? I mean, at least I'm giving some realistic shit. I'm not saying God doesn't exist, but come on, bro. D Marco sent $20 for stay focused, G. Thank you. See, people, you guys do support. Huncho Kingen, if you're talking about the white man that looks like he's from somewhere in Idaho or Nebraska, he's tall, he has a jet. And I remember he had a video where he said he told his supporters, I can't fly commercial. I can only fly private. The reason I can only fly private is because everybody on the commercial planes are demons. So he was able to sway his audience to give. You know how much a fucking jet cost? Like jets start around like $1 million. Like when you're talking about billionaires, like billionaires compete for who have the most expensive jets. They have $100 million jets. They have $1 million jets. They have $5 million jets. Like the same way how normal people say like, oh, you have a Toyota, I have a BMW, or I have a Lexus. Like the way how we flex on each other with shit like that, they flex on people like, oh, you 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 got $1 million, you got a Gulfstream, like I got this. Like your jet's only worth 2 million. Like there's really levels to this life shit. I smoke cigars. These cigars are like $6 a cigar, right? Andrew Tate has talked about him buying $1,500 cigars. There's no point in that. That tobacco is not that much. That's like saying, oh, like I drank a $20 shot versus a 2,000. Like there's no difference really. Once you get past a certain threshold of price, the quality doesn't change too much. I doubt billionaires act like that. Watch more TV. You can see that shit on TV. Billionaires compete for who got the best yacht. Like Jeff Bezos, I think Jeff Bezos had a yacht. It was like I forgot how big the yacht was, but it was like fucking huge. You got that, and then you got some people that just like, oh, I got a yacht that you can walk from one end to the other in 20 seconds. Then you got some billionaires that have yachts that take you 3 minutes to walk from one end to the other. A fucking banana boat almost. Because for the average person, a yacht is not cheap, right? Somebody said a yacht is not cheap. Yeah, yachts are not cheap. But when you get to those statuses where you can buy a yacht, there's always somebody above you that's like, yeah, that's what he's talking about. He said the Jeff Bezos yacht was like a block long. That's what I'm talking about. Like the yacht was huge, huge yachts. You'll never be on top. Like there's always somebody that's doing better. Like look at Elon Musk. Like you think if you're making $2 or $3 million a year, you think you shitting on people. Oh, Elon Musk is like, oh, you're making $3 million a year. I just spent 40 something billion on Twitter. Some shit that a person making $3 million a year could never even think of doing. Like, think about how many times 3 million can fit into a billion. Then do that times 43. So there's definitely levels to this shit. Malik Hudson sent $10 for, hey, I'm in the Army. I got 3 more years in the Army and I want to leave America for good. After this, I'm 24 and asking for your advice. I'm 6'2", in great shape, and I don't have a hard time dating. What is the advice that you're asking for? Thank you for the $10 super chat. If you really want my advice, send me an email at austinholloman@gmail, and I will send you a link to book a consultation, and we will have a 30-minute discussion on what your goals are and how I can help you. It's free. The consultation is free. But if I get enough trolls that keep on doing it, I'm gonna make it $5 or $10 or something like that. Because most trolls won't. And if you do troll me and pay $20, then I mean, I'll just hang up in your face and I still got paid. Thank you for your service. Yes, thank you for your service. The next country is Spain. We'll be there tomorrow. Yeah, and especially if you're a millionaire in California or New York or even Miami, like if you're making $1 million a year, and hell, even in Dallas, that shit don't mean shit. You know how many millionaires live in Dallas? You know how many, you know how many millionaires live in Austin? Like the biggest companies in the world have moved to Austin. Not all of them, but some of them have moved to Austin. So like $1 million is good, on a global scale. But yeah, probably amongst your friends and your small social circle, $1 million is amazing. But if we want to put it on a global scale, like $1 million a year can be average in some parts of the world. You go to Miami, you're not gonna be the only you will be one of hundreds of millionaires. Same with LA, New York, same with Dallas, same with Austin. Go to Dubai. $1 million a year is not shit. There's plenty of people there like that. Go to Saudi Arabia where everybody in the government is fucking rich. Like the people that work in the government are rich. They are in the States too, but not like they are in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, if you're making, like, for example, I remember when I was in Dallas and I started making like 10 grand a month cutting hair, and people were like, do you know how good you're doing? I'm like, yeah, I know I'm doing good, but you motherfuckers act like I'm just making 10 grand a week. Like 10 grand a month is still very limited when it comes to what you can do. Like you're very, like, if you're making 10 grand a month, you can't trick the way how you think you can. Like, so you gotta remember, you're making 10 grand a month. There's dudes that are tricking on, remember those nines and tens we were talking about earlier? Yeah, there's dudes that buy those nines and tens $10,000 purses. You can't do that because that's your entire month's salary. So there's levels to this shit. I've seen dudes spend $12,000 on cars for chicks they never even slept with. Like, that's the competition you have nowadays. So when people say, oh, 10 grand a month, like, yeah, that's good for yourself. There's only 6.6 of the U.S. population that are millionaires. It's not as common as people think. So look, 6.6% is the amount of people when they file their taxes, their net profit is over $1 million a year. We're not talking about the millionaires that write off so much shit to the point where, look at Donald Trump, right? We all know he's rich, right? How did he pay $750 in taxes? On paper, he's not a millionaire or a billionaire. But just because they, again, there's numbers that say, oh, that's one. I'm telling you, this 1%. 1% of the population is rich. Yeah, bullshit. If that was the case, it wouldn't be this. The competition for that wouldn't be. Pretty dumb to do that. More reaction videos need to be done about the dating costs overseas versus in the States. Yeah, but there's dudes in the States that are so desperate to smell some coochie that y'all will spend. I'm telling you, I've seen it. I've seen it. And like somebody else in the chat said, people are classified as millionaires for having assets worth $1 million. But we're not even talking about people bringing in millions. Like, you can have $1 million house and you would be considered a millionaire. But when I'm saying millionaire, I'm referring to people that's making $1 million plus per year. There's a lot more people doing it than you think. For example, there's people that got rich off of crypto. When Bitcoin went from being $100 to fucking 60 grand. If you had 100 Bitcoin and then it went to 60 grand, technically you were a millionaire. You weren't bringing in $1 million, but you had $1 million or more. You had more than that, right? Do you know how many people got rich off of Bitcoin? Like, more than you think. But the term millionaire is like not, again, Google what's a millionaire because it's talking about income and or assets. You could have $5 million worth of houses. That don't mean that you're making $5 million, but you have that. So they consider you a millionaire. But you're not living the same lifestyle as somebody that is bringing in $5 million gross a year. You just have $5 million sitting around. That's not even liquid. Yeah, it says Angel said over 80,000 people got rich off of crypto. So let's say it is that number, 80,000. That's off of crypto. That's excluding people that got rich off of stocks. That's excluding people that got rich off of e-commerce. That's excluding people that got rich off of anything that the internet has provided nowadays. Now, I'm going to book a consultation with Floyd, and I'm going to get rich off of bacon. People got rich off of YouTube, too. You got to think people like Valuetainment, right? Valuetainment those videos, it seems like every video he posts get at least 500,000 views the first day, right? That guy Patrick Bet David posts like 5 videos a day. I don't care if YouTube is paying you $5 per 1,000 views. Do that times 500, then do that 5 times a day. Like, if you're getting a lot of views on YouTube and the videos are monetized, yes, you can get rich. Like, you can be very rich. So, there's a lot more millionaires than you think. Don't believe that 1% bullshit. 1% of the world is billionaires, but trust me, there's a lot more millionaires than you think. Matter of fact, let's see where Cash App's at. $1 in Cash Apps. Guys, we are halfway there, just about halfway there. We need another $200 in Cash Apps. I know we got some millionaires watching this that want to see some Spain content. Sheesh. Let me go ahead and put some of this stuff up. So in the morning I don't have to. But guys, the success I had in Lisbon was so great. I should win a fucking award. Actually, I think I should have an award if I have this same success I had in Lisbon in every other European country I go to. I need to get a passport bro reward. A lot of success in Lisbon. Lisbon is definitely a city to have a good time in. Patrick said he would go as far. Why are you leaving so soon if it's that great? Because the thing is this, we're going on a Europe tour, right? Well, two things. I want to check off. Like, I'll be at country number 24 when I go to Spain tomorrow. If I could get to 30 countries, I'm not getting paid to go to 30 countries. It's just a bucket list thing, I guess, right? The Art of Will set $5 for Lisbon over Sao Paulo. Yes, no. Because Sao Paulo had more. The girls on average were more beautiful in Sao Paulo. They were just flaky as shit. Malik Hudson sent $10 on Cash App for ready for the consultation. Hit my email, austinholloman@gmail. We could talk while I'm traveling tomorrow. But, because I'll have plenty of time while I'm traveling. But, what was I saying? The girls in Sao Paulo. I just like Brazilian chicks. You guys remember that Brazilian chick, the first one I met Friday? The first one I approached and I got her phone number. So she never messaged me back Friday or Saturday. She messaged me back today. And I was like, oh, no, she messaged me back last night. I was like, so what you doing tonight? She left me on red. And then she hit me up today, like, oh, that's my city. Rio's my city. You know what I text her? It was nice to meet you. I leave tomorrow. I told you that. Enjoy following me. No telling when I'm coming back to Lisbon. Nice to meet you. I didn't say all that. I just said nice to meet you. So that's the thing about staying in a even the one on the beach. She did all that shit on camera. I'm telling you, a lot of these chicks just do it for the camera sometimes. Now, there's been a good amount of them that have funneled all the way to the date, but some chicks see like, oh, he's on camera. Let me get on camera. When I hit 300,000 subscribers, they're going to have to pay me. But to be on camera. Too much exposure for free. But there is... They just do it. But anyway, that's why I tell you guys, you get the most action if you stay somewhere a month. But oh, you asked me why am I going, if Lisbon is so great, why am I going to Spain? Because it's $500 a week to be in Portugal, or it's $500 a week to be in Spain. I've already been in Portugal. I loved it. Why not go to the next country? If it's going to cost the same price to be there a week, might as well get a new experience. B. Bentley, I think you may think you know what you're talking about. He says you would have a bigger following if you were talking about traveling and not dating. I disagree. You want to know why? Because I have another channel where I post my vlogs that's not about dating at all. It's like the last video is me going to the fucking Amazon rainforest. I think it was the Amazon rainforest for the last video. That other channel is only at like 17 or 1,800 subscribers, I think. So you got to think about, first of all, traveling is not controversial. Dating is. So when you talk about dating, it gets shared faster. Like think about when I first came out. I don't know if you've been here that long. When I first came out, I went viral on TikTok for a long time. I kept going viral on TikTok. Then Melanie King interviewed me. Melanie King would have not interviewed me, but oh, Austin, what was the Amazon rainforest like? Nobody's gonna interview you about going to the fucking Amazon. But if I say, hey, American women stink and they're masculine and the women in Brazil are better, oh, there's an uproar. People aren't happy with that. So they're gonna share that a lot more. But yeah, so we're just going, Europe is expensive, so it's so expensive, but it's so cheap to travel from country to country. If it costs the same to stay in each country, like when I go to Paris, I expect to spend $500 a week there too, just on the Airbnb. If all these places cost the same amount, why not have another? Why not go to the next country? So that's why, hey, Lisbon is good, but in the way I'm looking at it is, hey, I walked up, I saw the castle, I tried some food, I interacted with the people, I got my hookups in, I collaborated with another YouTuber, expat, mission complete. When I leave Portugal, if I look back and I say, did I do everything? No. But did I underdo it? No. Now, if I would have only seen the castle, like, you know, but I did enough. How much experience did you have with actual Portuguese people? So I will say that about being in Lisbon, right? It was way easier. I think you'd have to be here for longer And the thing with the Portuguese people, it seems like you really have to either go to the other side of the bridge where they don't speak any English. From what I heard, I think you'd have to go over there or go further off into the city where there are no tourists. And even then, I think you would still have to try. Like when I was in Kenya, I didn't have to try to interact with the Kenyans. Like they were more open, it seemed like. And that's in a tourist area, right? Like, cause I see Shango say this because I was in a tourist area, but when I was in Nairobi, Westlands, Kilimani, Village Creek, all that stuff is very touristy. But you better believe I know about 50 to I have about 50 to 60 phone numbers that are Kenyan in my phone. I was in Salvador Bahia. I have about 50 to 60 numbers from there too, but they're probably, if it's 50 of them, I probably have 40 women. Shit, probably 45. I don't know that many men from South. Like certain areas, it's not going to be as easy to make friends with the locals as you think. Tanzania, Nairobi, for me, Tanzania, Nairobi, all that, pretty much all the African countries is easy. And it might be because I'm black. You know, I'm black and they speak the same language. When you have, because in Salvador, or let's say in Sao Paulo, the majority of people are not black and they don't speak English. So it's gonna take way more time and way more difficult to meet locals and befriend locals. You're basically going to all these places to see where you want to stay for good. Yeah. You know, some people criticize me and are like, this guy's traveling all the world and he doesn't realize he's the problem. There is no problem. I'm just traveling at this point. Let's see what France is like. Let's see what Romania is like. That's literally the mindset I have. It's just because if I could have went to Brazil and just stopped, but it's like, no, there's more to the world than Brazil. Why not see all these other places? Because I did that, now I like Kenya. Now I like Tanzania. Now I like Romania. Now I like Peru, Chile, Paraguay, Uruguay, Colombia. I like Bolivia too, even though it wasn't that great, but I like it. That's why I'm traveling. I don't know, but you know those detractors, they just ran out of talking points. So they just say, "Oh, he's going all the world. He's been to all these countries. He still has no wife. I'm not fit for a wife right now. Who the hell's gonna want to marry me? And I'm jumping all. I'm gonna be there for. I'm gonna be there for a week, 10 days, even a month. Let's see where the cash app's at. 36. We are just about halfway there. We're like 48% there. So we got 337 people watching. If we all get $1 cash app, we will. We got $107 in super chats. We will be almost there, but super chats don't count because I won't get those until August. I mean, yeah, August. Places that I am going to live at though is Nairobi. Nairobi, somewhere in Brazil. But like I said before, I couldn't live in Brazil long term, depending on what city I choose, right? Like I couldn't live in Manaus long term. It's too boring and they don't have cigars. Got everything else I like though. Sao Paulo, I don't know if I'd raise a family in a place where they're gonna be teaching kids. Oh, let me tell you guys a story. So there was a Brazilian chick. Um, Thank you, Emmanuel Bastine. Thank you. Uh, I went on a date with a Brazilian chick here, and I asked her about it because she said she was from Florianopolis, and I asked her like, do Brazilians Is it racist in Florida? Because usually in the South it gets more racist. I was like, is it like that too? She was like, yeah. Whenever I was a kid, her classmates told her that she was ugly because she had an afro and her skin was brown. So I don't be making this shit up. Like she was probably my skin tone, and she has a really big afro. She's out here in Lisbon, and she said, yeah, they told her that she was ugly because of her skin and her hair. So the thing is, raising a child in Brazil. Jetty, thank you for the $10 cash app. Raising a child in Brazil is like Brazil's good for me, but raising a child in the area, because my kids are gonna be black, right? Even if I have babies with a white girl, like they're still gonna look black. So do I really want to have to battle with stopping my child from being programmed into thinking something is wrong with them? Because that's what they do in Latin America. Like the way how we are pro black, I love being black. Like the Afro Latinos aren't like that. Again, that's why it's mixed, because they're not like that. So when I think about living in Latin America long term, I'm like, man, I don't know if I want to deal with that. Hit Cape Verde, bro, and just relax on the beach. Thank you for the $2 super chat from Cool Cat. We will do that. That's why in Africa, yeah. If I raised a kid in Africa, I'm not gonna have to worry about that. There are some pluses to being in the United States. Like, for example, if you're in the United States, I mean, maybe if you're in Nebraska or some shit like that, where it's mainly white, you're not gonna have to worry about somebody telling your kids something is wrong with them because they're black. Like we're too proud to be black to have that issue. Like I was telling the guy yesterday, in in the United States, like it's not uncommon for black people to bully white people. I don't think that happens in South America. That's why I referred to Afro Latinos as like they have slave behavior towards white people. Like they don't, because otherwise, where was the civil rights movement in Latin America? Like where was the Malcolm X of Latin America? I don't think there was one. Can anybody name the equivalent to Latin America? It would Shango says in America there are lots of people that tell their kids there's something wrong with them because they're black. You just grew up in a middle class and in pro-black environment. No. Uh, if you grow up in the middle class in the United States, more than likely it's diverse. And I think you would have more of an issue with somebody telling you, like, I don't think if you go to an all black school, like, I don't think you're going to have other black students telling you something's wrong with you because you're black. Like, like my brother that you guys seen, he grew up in that neighborhood y'all saw me at, and it was nothing but black folks there. And me growing up, I don't recall seeing black people in that area or any other area being like, I wish I was white. They were saying white people get all the opportunity. But that never, to them, that never meant like okay, well, let me make myself white. Let me make my kids white. It's a different mentality. In the United States, we realized we weren't getting the same opportunity. So we went and rioted and shit like that and had the Black Panthers and had sit-ins and Rosa Parks. Like, who the fuck did that in Latin America? I don't think, I don't recall anybody doing that in Latin America. I never heard of them, so they couldn't have been that damn important. We heard about Nelson Mandela. I mean, shit. He had some pull apparently. Somebody said Haiti. I mean, yeah, Haiti was, but look at how that shit turned out. Can't even go there. So, you know, but Shango, we can't deny it. There's a difference between how racism was handled in South America versus North. Like the outcome shows you that there was a difference. Sheesh, I don't even need to stress about packing because there's nothing to pack. Like, literally, all I gotta do is put those shoes in that bag, and I guess I can fold up this tripod real quick. I never hear about rich black South Americans. They're there, but there's a reason you also don't hear about them. Like, they're there, but they're not like, they don't get put in the forefront. Like, you guys remember when I had that debate with that Afro Latino dude that pretty much made it seem like I was just making all that shit up about racism? When he brought up, this is off camera though, he brought up, because I was like, yeah, there's no Jay-Z of Brazil. Like, there's no P. Diddy of Brazil. Like, there's no billionaire black in Brazil, but there are billionaires in Brazil. He brought up some fucking soccer player that probably died like 100 years ago. And I'm like, yeah, the best example he could bring up was a motherfucker that's not even alive anymore. That's why I'm still saying, like, my argument is undefeated with that. Like, who is the Maradona? I think that's who he was talking about, yeah. Who is, or Pele, whoever the hell it was, whoever it was, he's irrelevant. Whoever it was, he's irrelevant. That's what I know, because I didn't know who the hell he was. So, there's a difference. Black Americans have it the best worldwide for being black. Like, we love to cry racism, but honestly, we're probably some of the only black people in the world that have, we have it the easiest when we put it on a global scale. We still get racially profiled by police. Yeah, they get racially profiled by police in Brazil, and they can't be shit. So which one is worse? They getting shot by the police and they ain't even got a fucking chance to have no opportunity. Hell, at least the police, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of those police shootings, sometimes it don't even be the fucking cops' fault. Like I remember there was an uproar about. I think this was in Missouri. This is like in 2013 or 14 or somewhere around. I was in high school. There was a black guy that tried to grab the cop's gun, and the cop shot him. And everybody was like complaining. And I'm like, that what was wrong about the cop shooting him? You can't grab. I mean, I don't give a damn if he's a cop. Like if he could have been a damn golf player. If you, cause I know this, if you reach for my gun, you better get that motherfucker, cause I'm about to shoot you. Cause what was you about to do with it? I mean, what were you about to do with that gun? So sometimes it's bullshit, but a lot of times it's like, okay, well, I can't really help you. I can't really defend you grabbing a cop's gun or attempting to grab a cop. Like, first of all, why the fuck did you do that? You were better off just running. Even if you were gonna die either way, you were better off just trying to run away. Cause here's my thing. If you grab a cop's gun, if that cop doesn't shoot you, you better believe when the other police show up, you gonna die. Like, I mean, what the hell do you think is gonna happen? Is my question. Like, if you, I mean, you can't really defend that shit. For example, that's like the guy that just shot Donald Trump, that whoever it was that tried to shoot Donald Trump. They killed him. What the fuck did you think was gonna happen? Like you tried to shoot somebody that had Secret Service. And if the Secret Service wasn't gonna shoot you, them damn Trump supporters was about to beat your ass to death. So some stuff that people do, it's like you know what the hell is about to happen. Like you know that you're not gonna get out of this, right? So I can't. Yeah, I whenever I hear about the police shootings, I'm just like, well, let's hear what happened first, because you know, or who was that drunk guy that was in the I think his last name was Brooks, and he started wrestling with the cops, and he tried to grab the he I think he did take the cop's taser. He did. What the hell did you? I mean, in what society do people get to grab the cop's weapon and it ends well? Like, I don't think that's because you were black. Like, you grabbed again as a regular person. I know one thing: if I have a taser and a gun, if you grab that taser, the last thing your ass about to do is shock the shit out of me with. I'm gonna shoot you too. I got shit to do tomorrow. I ain't got time to be in the hospital because I got shocked. I'm gonna shoot you too. So sometimes, man, we really gotta. Sometimes we have to just really look at it. Sometimes people are drunk, also, and the police don't see that. Well, shit, you need to quit drinking. Listen, I drink. I have never been so drunk to the point where I try to grab a cop's gun. You gotta be a drunk motherfucker to do that. Out of all your travels, have you been profiled? I was profiled in Brazil, yeah. My first trip in 2022, yeah. Yeah, it was almost my last day. But I mean, we didn't I don't know what it was about. I don't know. But the locals were telling me that was common for that to happen. But we see, if I would have died, like, you guys could have protested because, like, we were fucking tourists just sitting in the back of an Uber and we got snatched out of a car by the police. That's different. Now, if we were tourists and we jumped out of the car and tried to grab the cop's rifle, uh, don't feel that bad for me. Because what the fuck did you think was going to happen? Like, I'm all for against police brutality, but come on, bro. Everything ain't police brutality. Sometimes some shit is just dumb shit. Some shit is just dumb shit. And especially if you know how the police act, sometimes it makes more sense to be like, "Hey, just take me to jail. I don't even want to. I don't even want to find out if you a crazy police. Just take me to jail." Shit, I got shit to do tomorrow. Somebody will bond me out. I became I've been always been confident in myself. I almost lost it staying over there in fucking Dallas. Well, actually, at one point I did lose it. Shit. Guys, we have a very dark. I bet you this is a chocolate Maduro. Anyway, it's I think it's Portuguese. Well, it said Republic of Portugal. I guess maybe that was just an import thing, but usually when I smoke it, I could tell you what country it's from because, like, Nicaraguan tobacco has a certain, like, it just hits a certain way, and Dominican is like that too. No, I don't need weed in this cigar. It's enough by itself. Trust me. Now, what I do need is Ritalin. We could do this live stream for 3 days with Ritalin. I remember the first time I was at a party in 2021, and there was a guy that had Adderall, and so he gave me one, and then I just felt like I could just sweep the entire damn house. And then I took another one, and I didn't sleep for 3 days. And that was the last time I did that shit. It was too much. Legal meth. That's exactly what. And you know what's funny about Ritalin and Adderall, which is just amphetamine, straight amphetamine. They give that shit to kids. Like that originally was created. Well, I don't know if it was originally created, but I remember one of its original uses were for kids that had ADHD. It started. Well, I know Hitler used it for his soldiers, which, as you guys can see, that worked very well. Because Hitler gave it to his soldiers so they could fight unstoppingly. And I'm pretty sure, based off how history went, that shit was working. Then they try to give it to kids that, and they say, oh, kids have ADHD. Honestly, they're just fucking kids, if you ask me. Like, even a puppy has a lot more energy than a dog. So, am I gonna give my puppy Adderall because he won't sit still? So by the time he's a full-grown dog, he'll be fucked up in the head. But that's the United States. We anything to make money off drugs. They don't give a damn. They will just get you hooked. Like what's funny is Xanax, the cure to, or the treatment, I should say, the cure to anxiety. It works. Oh, it works. It works. But guess what? Stop using it, and you'll have anxiety worse than when you started. Because now you're having a withdrawal anxiety. And you just use a drug to treat an issue you had rather than actually solving the issue. Can I super chat and you will be profitable? Yes. The thing is, I just won't get until next month. We're halfway there with the goal. I hope you guys enjoyed that monologue I went on earlier. Wesner, are you still in the chat? Eric sent $3 on Cash App. Thank you very much. Wesner's still listening. Believe it or not, that one has like a toasty taste to it. I should have bought 2 of these. That has a, my Zelle is austinholloman@gmail. What's the next topic, you guys? Sheesh. Let me see. I need to put up that. Let me go ahead and put up that. One thing I like about riding the bus is they don't weigh my overweight bag. Kai Roman said $5. I deleted Cash App, but I love you, bro. Don't ever change for anyone. I sure won't. Thank you for the $5 Cash App. Part of the reason why I don't have sponsorships. I've had sponsorships before, but I don't. Because I don't want them, sponsorships control what you say. Like, if you have, like, for example, I told you guys before, if Andrew Tate, if he took a sponsorship, he would become a sellout because his whole message would change. Because no brand is going to sponsor Andrew Tate. So in order for him to be sponsored, he has to do what they say. Hey, Andrew Tate, we'll pay you $10 million a year, but we don't want you to talk about women anymore. Oh, his whole message changed now. That T-shirt, that burgundy T-shirt you talking about, I have I bought that in the in a like in an underground market in Tanzania. Like that's just, it was very local. Like it's probably some shit that they made in Vietnam or China. The best times I've had were under the influence. Yeah, you can. Drugs and alcohol are bad for you, but they are fun. Emmanuel, thank you for the €1 super chat. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. But why does everything that's so bad for you feel so good? Well, alcohol technically is a drug. Technically, we don't treat it like it's a drug, but it is. You got withdrawal, you got addiction. It can fuck up your life the same way heroin would. Probably not as easily. Emmanuel, thank you for another super chat. Probably not as easily, but same thing. Got to go to therapy if you get addicted to alcohol, just like if you get addicted to heroin. So alcohol is a drug too. It's just so normalized, we don't even look at it like that. You can't drive on drugs and you can't drive on too much alcohol. And yes, Max 7114. A lot of you can actually get heroin without even buying it off the street. If you take an oxycontin, uh, what's hydrocodone, codeine, like those are all lighter forms of heroin, basically. Like they're all opioids. One, they're just more normal, and they sell them as like this is better. Same thing, not as intense, but same. Honestly, it's safer because I mean, at least you know what you're getting. Some people be lacing drugs, and then the next thing you know, you strung out dead somewhere. Morphine, yeah. I hate the taste of that cigar. This is definitely something you'd have to have a drink with. You can't do this by yourself. Do you know Austin Dunham? You look a bit like him. I know who he is, but I don't know him personally. I don't think we look alike. Same haircut, same beard style, same skin color. We're around the same size. I think I'm taller than him though, but we're around the same size. Like we weigh around the same, but we don't look like each other in the face. No, you couldn't confuse me with him. Honestly, I don't even think drugs are even fun anymore. I'm saying anymore like I use them, but because if you think about, like, if you're somebody that takes ecstasy, like at one point that wasn't that bad. Now, if you want to take ecstasy, you can literally fucking die instantly, it seems like, because of fentanyl. Yeah, Molly, ecstasy, yeah. I remember when I was in Kenya, um, somebody told me they had some ecstasy. And I was like, it's not even worth it. Like, it's not, because, yes, if you get it and it's good, you will have the time of your life. You will. But what if it's not good? That would be the end of your life. Like, it's not, when you break it down like that, it's like, it's not even, like I said, I got shit to do tomorrow. That cigar tastes absolutely horrible. They overdid that fucking taste. Emmanuel says, do dreadlocks niche down for interracial dating? So surprisingly, like, if you're like a very black guy, like dark skin with dreads, like that's the blackest you can look, is dark skin with dreads. Of course you'll attract black women, but there's like a large number of white girls. It seems there's a large number of white girls that like that look. Like, if you believe in like the whole fetish thing, you're the guy that they would fetish. Like, they wouldn't fetish me. They might, but they wouldn't fetishize Chris Brown. But a black guy with dreads, especially if he's ripped up too, yes. That, because that is like as black as you can get. I see your comments. Uh, I could do modeling agencies when I get back to Africa. Because I have many offers in Kenya and South Africa for that. I've gotten that too. I don't know if you know, I was in a commercial in Kenya, but it was for Mozambique, South Africa, I think Zambia, Zimbabwe, and the Congo. It was like a lollipop commercial, and they had me as the guy. I was the player convincing a girl to give me her lollipop. I said, "What do y'all know? I'm a player in real life too." That's why they called me. Let's see where we at for cash apps now. 2:48, so we are officially halfway there. Looks like I might be going to bed around 3 or 4 o'clock this morning, and I want to wake up at 8. Yeah, Kenya, I'm telling you, I think Kenya is the best place for me, man. Like, the women love me. I have a social circle there. Like, I've been in commercials. I have a tailor there. Like, that setup is literally perfect. Like, the business that I can make out of my channel is perfect there. I'm not talking about posting videos, but like helping people move to Kenya, helping people like the number of people that came to Kenya, that went to Kenya because of me is way more than you think. Like even when I left, and I'm saying it because when I was there, I had people like, "Hey, I saw your videos. That's why I'm here." Even when I left, Troy would send me photos. Like it seemed like every week. Hey, this guy said he saw me in your videos, and he came here because of you. I was like, damn, a lot of people. So I was like, damn, what if I had a product? Why didn't I have a product back then? I know I could. That's why I got to go back. I could get fucking rich if I go. I could literally be rich if I go to Kenya. Yeah, Max said I loved my Kenya videos too. I loved them. I loved them. Like when I would edit it, I loved them. When I went back and watched them a year later, I loved them. Got to go back to Kenya, man. Yeah. Oh, in Kenya, all you need to know is one guy. You meet one Kenyan guy, and you can meet the whole fucking city. Like it's the best place to network. That shit was a vibe, man. Polo races, all the malls in Kenya are nice. Like all of them I went to. They have clubs in the malls. Clubs in the malls in Kenya. Beautiful women in the malls. You go to the clubs in Kenya, everybody socializing with everybody. Like I never went to a club or an event in Nairobi and didn't get phone numbers or didn't like that was I gotta go back. After I'm telling you, after I go to Europe, after I finish Europe, I'm going back to Kenya. I have to. And I have to stay a while. And that's like a city that I actually know. Like there is no like you weren't there long enough. Like I actually know Nairobi. South Africa too, but I don't know. I think Kenya's my spot. I haven't been to South Africa yet, but I think Kenya is my spot, man. Well, I don't think I know. Yeah, you can do safari. They have two safaris, two or three safaris you can do in Kenya. I did the one in Nairobi National Park. I did that one, but they have another one for Kilimanjaro, and then they have another one somewhere else there too. There's three in that area. I hate this cigar. It's because it's one of those sun-grown cigars. I hate sun-grown. I don't even. I guess I wasn't reading it when I bought it. But I even know dudes that loved Kenya and they went to South Africa and they loved it too. They still ended up back in Kenya. You can't go to Kenya one time. Like that's not possible. Like if you go one time, it's because that's all you could afford, or that's the only opportunity. If you have the means to go to Kenya, you'll stay. You won't. That's if you're white, Indian, Asian, black, like everybody. Everybody loves Kenya. South Africa is more advanced. I know that for sure, but Kenya is advanced enough. You guys give me a story to tell. I'll give you guys some Patreon stories right now. But you guys gotta hit the Cash App. $1 Cash App. We almost at 300. 50 more dollars will be at 300. Don't buy the cigar. The pool is not good. None of that. You and Crystal's content was epic. She could have been better in the cave. I'm telling you, that was Crystal's fault. That was Crystal was playing the field. So she liked me, but she was playing the field. So she couldn't be as consistent with the videos. Cause I would tell her all the time, like, do you realize like how much money we can make and how famous? Cause you know women like fame. Do you know how famous you could be and how much money? If we did a daily vlog, by now we would have 500,000 subscribers. But Krista, I couldn't get her to stay. She could get on the program, but I couldn't get her to stay with it. Her and I still keep in contact. Yeah, I would pay her for the videos. London Williams and $1 Cash App. Thank you very much. Somalia does have. If you ask me, I think Somalia does. Man, Africa has so many beautiful women. Like, if you guys have seen the Rwandese women, sheesh, like, they have all different colors, but they have the light skin. They have, and they have the light skin with like the Coke bottle shape, tight waist, super fat ass, but it's not ghetto fat. They are literally just right out of the box, brand new. Brand new, right out of the box. And if I say that, they don't say, oh, you're objectifying us. They don't say that. Because they know that they right out of the box. Somalian women are very beautiful. You just might get your head chopped off fooling with one of them. Djibouti women. I had the chance to date a woman from Djibouti. I had the chance, and she was a fan too, right? When I could never run out of women in Nairobi, ever, ever. There was I was coming back from Zambia, and I had to go. No, I was coming back from Ghana, Senegal, and I had to go through Ethiopia. Going from the plane from Ethiopia to Nairobi, there was this chick from Djibouti, and she's like, "Your name is Austin, right?" I told y'all this before. She was like, "Your name is Austin." I was like, "Yeah," and she literally threw me the best alley oop of like, "Please fuck me." She's like, "Yeah, I'm such a big fan. I watch your videos. It's so nice to meet you." She was just smiling. I don't know what the hell. I was just like, "Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate you watching my videos." And so she was looking at me like, "You not gonna get my number?" And I was like, oh yeah, nice to meet you. And she just looked so hurt and salty because I didn't get at her. But she had on like a hijab and all that. So I was thinking like, oh, I don't think I should try to get at her in front of everybody. You know, I was still thinking like that, like, oh, I shouldn't do that. Knowing what I know now, I should have not gave a fuck. She was literally like no less than an 8.5. She was beautiful. Guyana Brent sent $5 for cigar. Thank you very much. We should be at around 250 now, which is officially halfway. Yeah, live and learn. Trust me, I definitely learned the hard way because I'm telling you. It's just, I always had this, well, I guess it's not a stereotype, but I was like, oh, you can't talk to Muslim women. Like, the men will be trying to kill you, which they will. But I should have did it. Should have did it, man. Should have did. I fucked up. Man, I told you guys in Nairobi, the most loyal women will be the foreigners. Like, if you try to date a Kenyan chick, like, yeah, you need to be careful. I'm not saying Kenyan women aren't loyal, but good luck. Same thing with Brazilian women. You can find some Brazilian women that are loyal, but yeah, be careful. They will cheat on you in Brazil, and they will play it off so you would never know. You would never know. It's more common than you think. Frank Crump sent $50. Thank you very much. We should be we're at the 300 mark. We should be. $200 left, you guys. See, I told you guys will support. And I'm getting more support sitting in the windowsill. Now I know what it's like to be a red pill content creator, because most content creators don't do what I do. They've got it made. Like, there's like, for example, Angry Man, right? Sits in his studio. I don't know how much he makes, but he makes good money. I know that. Look at Lead Attorney. When I went on his show, he made no less than $5 grand in 5 hours, sitting in the computer chair. And I was looking back, I was like, damn. And I'm on live for 12 hours walking around the city. Like, I've heard of Lead Attorney. Zachary sent $20 for Get Them Foreigns, my G. Thank you very much for the $20 cash app. Let's see exactly where we're at. 22. Means we need like 180. We are almost there. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Guys, I'm gonna tell you this. I told you guys this before. The honey packs are not the best supplement you could take. The honey packs are amazing. But if you guys book a consultation with me, I will tell you about the Thailand version of the honey pack. I tried it and I never looked back. Now I still have the honey packs. We're talking about we need help for the fund for the Airbnb in Spain tomorrow. I definitely need to cut this cigar more. No, I got the real honey packs. I've had fake ones before. Like, in order to get real honey packs, I'm telling you, you literally have to buy them online. The consultations are, if you go to my YouTube profile, there should be a link that says book a consultation. Or there's a Linktree link in my YouTube profile. There's an option that says book a consultation. You got to go to my bio on YouTube. Tone God Ali works good, but I find Tone God Ali just makes you turned on. So I tried Tone God Ali for the first time when I was in Nairobi. And like, it just made me get on the phone and just flirt. But it didn't make me like, ooh, like I'm rock solid. Like, it didn't do that. It was like a mental thing. That was it. Which I guess the mental thing is half the battle. But yeah, honey packs suck because they make you more congested. And they dehydrate you so much. Like, I don't care how much. You do not take a honey pack within 4 hours of going to sleep. Like, it's best you take those midday. Because they'll dehydrate you so much, you'll wake up with, like, super yellow pee. Do 100 squats before action. Thank me later. Trust me, I know. Y'all seen my quads. Y'all done seen my shit. I know about them. That's what. Why y'all think I do? Why do y'all think my quads look like that? Because that's the base of the action. Once you get your legs right, your whole sex life changes. Once you get your legs right, that's when you start getting compliments from people like your body looks perfect. Like your upper body and your chest could look good, but when your legs are like fully developed, that's when people start stopping you on the street like, damn, you look good. Like, I wasn't getting those damn you look goods until my legs got the way how they are now. Every chick I get with says I have bigger legs than them. Literally every chick. I try to sell them a course. Once you get your legs right, first of all, when you get your legs right, besides sex, your whole life becomes a lot easier. Somebody bumps into you, you don't fall. you don't fall. I've tripped extremely hard, and literally with one leg I was able to bring myself back up. Like, it's almost like I could be in midair almost. Like, I can literally lean forward like a damn flamingo on one leg. Them legs are something serious. You gotta get on them legs. You don't fall. There ain't nobody you can't pick. Like, Most people can't pick up people because their legs are strong enough. When you start doing them deadlifts and squats and one-legged Bulgarian squats, deep squats, yeah, you can't be fucked with after that. You can't. It's 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 not even up for discussion. Like you can't. Then start doing them legs 3 times a week. If you do legs 3 times a week, you are undefeated. Undefeated. I eat twice a day. Like I don't eat breakfast. I probably ate breakfast 5 times this year. Like I never eat before 12 o'clock. I don't do pistol squats, but I need to start doing it. I'm afraid of doing one leg squats with like a barbell because when I was in Medellin the first time in 2022, I got on the hack squat machine and I put too much weight and I tried to do one leg and it literally felt like my shin, the bone that whatever that bone is beneath your knee, however you call it. It literally felt like it was so much pressure. It felt like that shit was about to snap in half. John Doe, you said, listen, having legs is it when it comes to fighting, having strong legs is extremely important. If you get, like I said, if you get bumped into and your legs are super strong, you don't fall. So when you get punched, your foundation is so strong, you literally don't, like it can look like nobody even punched you. Like you won't be phased. But if you have weak legs, somebody, a dude that weighs 100 pounds could punch you in the chest and it'll look like he punched you across the street. But you can get punched and somebody may knock you backwards, but you'll snap right back like a damn action figure. I'm telling you. Them legs can stop you from getting knocked out. If you have weak legs, like every punch that you get hit with, you'll feel it. Like it'll be really easy to knock out a dude with weak legs. It's it's just like I don't know, I'm trying to come up with an analogy, but it's like doing it if there's a tripod with 2 legs on it and I do it like this, it's gonna fall over like nothing. But if there's 4 legs and I do it like this, it might shake, but it'll stay in place. Delane, what are you laughing at? He said Austin's a comedian. I'm telling you, them legs are everything. Plus, whenever you train, like when you do barbell squats and deadlifts, my upper body has just as much of a pump as my lower body when I do those. Cause most of the exercises unless if you're using a machine, most exercises that you do with your legs are gonna work your whole body anyway. How come John Jones has tiny legs? Are we talking about thighs? Or are we talking about calves? Because I'm talking about if you have strong thighs, you're undefeated. Your calves matter too, but like I don't put as much work into. I work them every time I work my legs, but I don't really. Yeah, you can get knocked across the street. I'm telling you, if those legs are weak, if like for example, if try doing this exercise, try doing the farmer walk, where you hold like let's say like 100 pound dumbbell in each arm and walk around. That'll show you how strong your legs are. That'll test your forearm grip and your legs. Like those two are the most important with those forearms. Your back is gonna get taxed, yeah, but your back can deal with a lot more than your forearms. But if your legs are not doing shit, you're not gonna be able to walk. Cause that's why they tell you do the farmer's walk. Cause that swaying when you got when you have 200 pounds of dumbbells swaying around while you're walking, like that's testing your balance, and your balance doesn't come from your upper body. Delane said he's gonna farmer walk his date tonight. Trust me, it's well worth it. Size is not always equal strength. Well, here's what I want you to do the darkest summer. Go find the biggest bodybuilder you can find at your gym and ask him to punch you. And tell me does the cause just because he's a bodybuilder, and I've said this many times, if you're a bodybuilder, that does not mean you could fight. But you better believe if Arnold Schwarzenegger back in the 60s or the 70s or whatever the hell it was, if he caught you with he could throw the wackest form with his swing. But if that motherfucker catch you, it's a wrap. Cause I know this one guy who's like, yeah, it don't matter if he big, they can get beat up too. Yeah, that's if he can't fight. Don't let the motherfucker be 6 foot and 350 pounds of muscle and he know how to fight. Yeah, you might as well commit fucking suicide. That's somebody that could put you in the hospital with 2 or 3 hits. But when you're like a small guy and you can fight, that just comes down to you have the technique. Like you just know how to swing, you know the right places to hit. But again, if you get into a fight with a bodybuilder, he doesn't even know how to swing. If he's like a real bodybuilder, the motherfucker can pick you up and throw you across the room. Yeah, that shit that happened with Zoom, I couldn't believe it. Let me look up what the cash apps are at now. Oh shit. When I finish this cigar, we're going to have to end the live stream. Even if we don't hit the goal, I have to end it. The flight didn't cost. I'm going by bus. The flight was $100, but that was like the cheap one, and it was probably going to end up being 200. But the bus ride was like 30 euros. It's like $32 or something like that. Advice that I give to somebody that's 18 to 21 who don't feel like taking off to Latin America. Well, the only advice I can give you is reality. You can do the cheat code, or you can stay where it's very, very degenerate. It's degenerate in Latin America too, depending on where you go. But it's a lot more doable. You get to see the country that way, yeah. You do. That'll be a beautiful sight too. Only thing about those buses is the windows. Like, you get to see the country, but the bus is moving so fast, it's not really. Like, when I went from Paraguay to Sao Paulo by bus, like, I saw a completely different side of it. Like, it looked like we were in Europe. Like, it was all farmland and green and just, like, just land. But, like, it wasn't going fast enough. I mean, it was going too fast for me to really get. I'm gonna tell you guys another thing I've been doing that's really, really improved my body strength is, like I told you guys before, hanging from the pull-up bar. Look up active hang and passive hang. Passive hang is what I do at the end of the workout because it stretches, which is literally where you just hang from the bar and you grip it with your hands, and you let gravity stretch your back and your muscles and your forearms, but your forearms will be as big as your damn upper arm doing that. My forearms have grown significantly, and I've been able to push more weight because I've been doing that. The passive hang is where you do the same thing, but you raise up. You raise up like that, and it works your shoulders. And when you do that for 5 minutes a day, your shoulders get so strong, you become a superhuman. You can do everything in the gym. Like, everything becomes 10 times easier. That's how I started doing those two muscle ups. And the muscle up is where you do a pull up and then you raise yourself over the bar and you come back. If you work out your abs and you start doing those hangs and you get your chest right, that'll be easy. Yeah, I do more on my fitness channel, man. It's just whenever I get to Kenya where I can stay put, I guess I could do it now because it seems like while I'm overseas, all I do is go to the gym now. Like, I barely get dressed anymore. I literally walk around in gym clothes everywhere. If you single, walk around in your gym clothes. That's the best dating advice I can give you. Work on your body, walk around in gym clothes. There's a reason what. How do you combat loneliness while you travel? That's what I use you guys for. Whenever I get lonely, I go live. I mean, I go live anyway, but if I'm lonely, I for sure go live. That's why it's easy for me to sit at rooftop restaurants. It's very easy for me to sit at rooftop restaurants because I can just go live. And then people at the restaurant, as you guys see when I first got here, they start talking. Yeah, I do need to do courses for fitness, step-by-step courses. Yeah, hop on a live stream. You get bored, get on a live stream. Cause the thing is, there'd be 500-600 people watching when depending on when I go live and what I'm going live about. So shit, it's always people talking. I hate this cigar. The Europe tour is very expensive. So whenever I do IRLs, if I'm going live 4 times a week, I need to have like 125 in donations every time I go live on Cash App though. Stay 2 weeks in each city. J.K. Perkins, thank you for the $2 super chat, but no, no, no. And quit jacking off. Your body will grow faster, trust me. Yeah, I know London is the equivalent to the States. I know France will be. I know the further north I get, the more expensive it's about to get. It's about to get real expensive the further north I go. Or maybe we could do Italy after Spain instead of France. Since the Olympics will be in France, we could do Italy. The convenient thing is doing the convenient thing is doing these bus rides and train rides because it's a lot cheaper. Like it's easier for me to beg just for the Airbnb. Begging for a flight and the Airbnb? No. And South America is too spread out to do like South America. Like if you want to ride a bus from Nairobi to the Congo, good fucking luck. 18, 20-hour bus ride. Ride a bus from Paraguay. Remember I went from Paraguay to Bolivia? Yeah, imagine riding a bus. That's if your ass don't get fucking caught up in no damn drug cartel on the way. Cause I know in all those South American countries in the jungle, like it's not the safest when you go through those jungles. And you're not going through the jungle, but when you go through I knew an Israeli chick that was she rode a bus from from Argentina to Peru into Colombia. No way. I think she said the bus from like Buenos Aires to Peru was like 30 hours or some shit. I could have never done it. 18 hours killed me. Like my knees were on fire. And I wasn't even like crammed. I had my legs sitting damn near straight. Cigar is horrible. It just goes to show you the price of the cigar really doesn't matter. The last cigar I smoked, it was easier to smoke, faster. This one's the same price, and I hated it. Luckily, I haven't been smoking as much, and it's cheaper to smoke out here. Why not try a hostel? You can get a private room. Can you? That's the only reason I haven't booked a hostel. But if it's a private room, what is the difference? Like, how is it still like so? What's the difference in if you stay in a hostel but the room is private? What makes it a hostel still? You got to share a bathroom. And another reason I don't like hostels is because I don't. I think like I always have this theory somebody's gonna steal my shit. But sharing a bathroom, but it is cheaper. Like so, what you pay $500 for in with an Airbnb, if you get a hostel, like a you can if I was doing this Europe tour staying in hostels, it'd be like 150 for a week. Like it's cheap to stay in hostels. But like from what I see, it's almost like being in a huge military bunker room or some shit, a barracks room. Nothing sent $2 donation for you. Thank you very much. I'll look at some stuff whenever because I need to book that when I turn this live stream off. It's 3 o'clock in the morning here almost, and where y'all at, it's not even midnight yet. Yeah, let me get this tool. I can't deal with this cigar. Hold on. Now when I stick this toothpick in here, or this whatever this thing is, watch how hard this cigar is. Completely different. It even tastes better now. Y'all been going back and forth about these afros for like an hour. Let me get my other phone and go to Hostel World. Matthew sent $20 for the journey. Thank you very much. We are now at 342. Hostelworld.com. Hostel World. I hate not having a VPN on. Everything's in fucking Portuguese. Let's see, Madrid. I met Patrick Red. We were hanging out in Manaus. That entire time I was in Manaus, I was with Patrick. So let's say I want to stay from today to there. One person. Why is this shit in Portuguese not translated? Let's see, filters. Room with private balcony and bathroom. Wi-Fi. Can you bring girls? That's the main one of them. That's part of the research. €208 for a week. That's very cheap. Or is that per day? This was rated 9.4. Yeah, this is like a dorm. Like it has people. It says private rooms, but like there's other. It says 4 people. Or do I get the room? So it says private room, standard 4-bed family room suite. It's a private bathroom and a bed for €189. The total is €1,328. So that's not what I think it is. Because yeah, it's exactly what you're paying for 4 people. A room made for 4 people. But it's saying it's €189 per person. And somehow that shit came out to be €1,300. €40 per person. Let's see, choose room. It doesn't seem. I don't know. That cigar hidden now. Shit. Here's one for 2 people. Standard bed, 2-bed apartment suite. Double private studio for 2 people with a private bathroom, kitchen, 1 big bed, air conditioning, TV, and window. In order to guarantee a private room, you have to book the entire room, which is $154, which means you'll probably have to have. It still comes out to be 1,079 euros. That's bullshit. That's more than a fucking Airbnb. Something can't be right. And even then, it wouldn't even make sense because if it was for 2 people and I split it with somebody, it'd still be 500 euros. And I can get a better Airbnb for that price. €1,000 is not cheap for any. I wouldn't for 1 week. I can stay in an Airbnb for $500. That doesn't make sense. Why would I pay more to sleep around with a bunch of people I don't know? Like that's the inconvenience is higher like that. Something's not right. People keep saying, remember, Europe is a first world continent, but it has nothing to do with it. Since when did hostels cost more than Airbnbs? From my understanding, the whole point of a hostel is so people could save money. I'm not gonna pay more to be inconvenienced. You know I like hot weather, Ozzy. I seen it's 90 degrees for the high over there in Madrid. You know I'm gonna be like Floyd. Ozzy, you know I don't answer free questions. I found that Booking.com is a lot cheaper. Booking.com is better than Airbnb in Europe. Like, this is on Booking.com. This is just a bullshit spot. He said you can sleep outside as long as you have a tent. The fuck out of here. That would save a lot of money.
Point 2.0. First of all, I don't stay in rat trap, roach infested homes. That's the first thing, fool. Second thing is I haven't asked or begged for any donations. I don't even have a YouTube channel. I barely have an Instagram. Third thing is clown. You see my girl? It ain't a rent-a-girl. She's an American, something that most of you clowns can't get. That's why you fly to the DR and Medellin and all this other shit, rat trap, crime-infested places, because you can't get no bitches except in places like that. Right. Hey, hold on. See me on live crying about, oh, this girl blew me off, and oh, this girl wouldn't, she gave me her WhatsApp, and she's not responding. Ninja, I got my girl with me. While you are miserable, I'm done playing. I'm the prize. As long as I know why I'm the prize. Let me show you why I'm the prize.
Floyd was turned up.
Let me show you why I'm the prize. Why? Let me show you why I'm the prize. Because the fact that I can travel, that I can leave the country when I want, when I can leave the United States when I want to, when I want, and be happy. While you are miserable. No, I don't have a job. She has a job. I don't. So.
He tried to say that like it was a flex, but the way that it came off was crazy.
The disrespect. The disrespect. No respect. No respect. Let me see what she's saying now. Hold on. Let me see what she's saying. It's too late. I'm already bringing somebody over me. It's too fucking late, you stupid ass bitch. Hola. Well, fuck you too then, bitch. That's because I got the camera on. I'm already bringing somebody over me. It's too fucking late, you stupid ass bitch. Hola. Well, fuck you too then, bitch. It's because I got the camera on. That's what it is. The disrespect. The disrespect. No respect. No respect. Let me see what she's saying now. Hold on. Let me see what she's saying. It's too late. I'm already bringing somebody over me. It's too fucking late, you stupid ass bitch. While you are miserable, I'm done playing. I'm the prize.
He said he done playing.
While you are miserable, I'm done playing. I'm the prize. As long as I know why I'm the prize. Let me show you why I'm the prize. Let me show you why I'm the prize. Why? Let me show you why I'm the prize. Because the fact that I can travel, that I can leave the country when I want, when I can leave the United States when I want to, when I want, and be happy. While you are miserable. No, I don't have a job. She has a job. I don't. So. While you are miserable. No, I don't have a job. She has a job. I don't.
Let me tell you why I'm the prize. Yeah, Floyd has some comedy for sure. Let me tell you why I'm the prize. Let me tell you why I'm the prize. Well, you guys, we did some great fundraising today. I appreciate everybody. If you're watching the playback, hit the, damn, we were live 200, we were live for 4 hours. Yes, I had success in Lisbon, just not with the locals. But let me tell you why I'm the prize. As long as I know why I'm the prize. A 4-hour bakeathon, you're right. So, I don't have a job. She has a job. I don't. So, I gotta watch that again. This cigar has hit me now.
So, I'm done playing. I'm the prize. As long as I know why I'm the prize. Let me show you why I'm the prize. Let me show you why I'm the prize. Why? Let me show you why I'm the prize. Because the fact that I can travel, that I can leave the country when I want, when I can leave the United States when I want to, when I want, and be happy. While you are miserable. No, I don't have a job. She has a job. I don't. So.
Smaller cities are better if you're looking for a girlfriend. If you're trying to hook up, like your best shot is like a big city, but the best shot is a medium-sized city, like 1 to 3 million people. When you start talking 3 million plus, it starts to get harder. When you start talking about cities, it's like 300,000. You're not gonna do too much hooking up. Lisbon has 500,000, but there's so many tourists. They got to talk about he never got laid in the States.
Oh, you are miserable. I'm done playing. I'm the prize. As long as I know why I'm the prize. Let me show you why I'm the prize. Let me show you why I'm the prize. Why? Let me show you why I'm the prize. Because the fact that I can travel, that I can leave the country when I want, when I can leave the United States when I want to, when I want, and be happy. While you are miserable. No, I don't have a job. She has a job. I don't. So.
He has so much energy.
I'm the prize. As long as I know why I'm the prize. Let me show you why I'm the prize. Let me show you why I'm the prize. Why? Let me show you why I'm the prize. Because the fact that I can travel, that I can leave the country.
Do you see his mouth?
When I can leave the United States when I want to, when I want, and be happy. While you are miserable. No, I don't have a job. She has a job. I don't. So. While you are miserable. The disrespect. The disrespect. No respect. No respect. Let me see what she's saying now. Hold on. Let me see what she's saying. It's too late. I'm already bringing somebody over me. It's too fucking late, you stupid ass bitch.
Floyd's mouth opened up wide enough to put a fucking Coke can in there. What I want. When I want to. All right, you guys. I appreciate it. I love you guys. The cigar got me ready to go to sleep now. I hope it was entertaining. The next live stream you guys will see will be in Madrid late at night. I'll probably go live around like 9 or 10 p.m., which would be 3. If Madrid is an hour behind, it'll be even fucking later. Ozzy, you know I don't answer free questions. Ozzy, how old are you? Oh, they're an hour ahead, so damn, it'll be time difference will now go from 6 hours to 7. Great. Yeah, it's 3 a.m., 3:15. But yeah, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to crash out. See you guys tomorrow.